All right. Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday once again. It's getting the hump of the week, if you will, and it's 1 o'clock Central Time. Well, 1:04. I've been a couple minutes late every day this week because I'm learning this new studio, but it's pretty good though. There's a lot of cool stuff with it, so it's been good. You guys, we'll be right back after a little intro. I actually know where this one is. They took away the labels of the videos, so I don't even know which one's which, but it's okay. I'll get used to it. We'll be right back after about 4 minutes. I think this one might be 5 minutes, and we'll hit the like button and share it out. If you could help us out with that, I appreciate it. We'll be right back. We Grow Wednesday.
Midweek grind, we're scrolling through the noise. Stories hitting hard, cutting through the void. Big Ugg pulling strings, poison in the feed. What they're selling us ain't what we need. Posting articles, lighting up the screen. Common struggle shared, know what I mean. Time to wake up now, see the hidden game. We grow Wednesday, hey, stop and look around. We grow Wednesday, plant it in the ground. Grow our own, break the chains, rise up strong. Knowledge in our veins where we belong. We grow, yeah, we grow. Every soul gotta eat, fuel the fire inside. But the cause of twisting truth, trying to hide. Processed lies on shelves, stealing our health away. New tech coming fast, showing us a better way. Community talking, sharing what we find. Self-sustainable minds, leaving change behind. Digging in the dirt or digging for the truth. We grow Wednesday, hey, stop and look around. We grow Wednesday, plant it in the ground. Grow our own, break the chains, rise up strong. Knowledge in our veins where we belong. We grow, yeah, we grow. No more blind, no more fed their lies. Hands in the soil, fire in our eyes. From seed to strength, we're taking control. Empower the body, empower the soul. Wednesday rolls again, gather round the feet. Health and wellness news, planting every seed. Growing food ourselves, growing who we are. Better versions rise, shooting for the stars. Big Food's empire cracks. We won't bound time. We grow Wednesday. Hey, hey, stop it on Wednesday. We grow Wednesday. Hey, stop and look around. We grow Wednesday.
All right, a bunch of problems already. This is great. Um, I didn't realize it saves my settings, and last night I went live through this into my gaming channel or my gaming page on Facebook, and so we actually started the show on Facebook anyway, over on my gaming page. I deleted it already, but now we should be live on Waylon the Indoor Farmer on Facebook. We made it, so
I'm trying to find us on Rumble right now. It's still weird.
we should be live on Rumble. Good. It says 5. Some people, you're not the only one that says they can't find me that way. What are you? What are you doing? Are you searching my name?
I'm looking at your page
Oh,
and it's not there. This is
huh.
ridiculous.
Let me see it. Is it my
It's probably
which?
too bright. It's too bright. It won't come through.
Let me
There's
see.
old episodes, but not the live.
Um, does it say? Because I have some channels over there too. So let me pull it up here. Because you might accidentally click on the channel. My
Videos, shorts,
main
reposts.
page has
There
a
it is. It
maybe it
finally
took a little
popped it.
bit.
I think, no, that's not it. Man, this is weird.
So this is what it should look like. My actual profile on Rumble with the black background, and then
I
I
think I
guess
might.
under live maybe, because you're not the only one. Someone else, like Dawn, poor Dawn, I have to send her the link to Rumble every time. So not sure what's going
Man,
on there.
yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
I
post the
see it
link or
here.
send it to me in a DM, just like for the one that I would post, because I always
Yeah.
attach it on X. You shouldn't have to do all that.
No, but it's also, I think I got to give them a little bit of leeway with growing pains because they added like at least a dozen. I'm sure way more than I can count, but I'm not a programmer. But like a dozen different things that I can think of that has been needed for it. So I can't imagine that there wouldn't be a lot of issues for a while. But I don't know if you had that problem before though. You might have had that problem before they
Oh,
did all
every
this.
time, every time,
Hmm.
and it is not. It
Maybe
is not improved.
if you do find it, maybe make sure that you click that bell. I'm sure you did all that stuff, but if you see this, the little,
Notifications are on.
yeah, all that stuff. I don't know. I don't know.
That's goofy.
It maybe has me kind of stuck off in the corner of like, hey, this is a little, you know, this content is risque. They don't want you to see it. I don't know. Maybe.
Suppressed. Say the word.
Maybe, maybe a little bit. I call it, the new term is small roomed. I'm small roomed. Some people see
No.
me, not everybody. We got 25 in the
Okay, now
house
I've got that
already.
link. Now I just
Let's
got to
keep it
find you
up.
on Twitch. This
Do
is
we really
wild.
have 25? It says 25, but I see 3 on Facebook and 7 on Rumble. Where are the 25 at?
Okay, added that
Uh,
one. Let me get over to Facebook and
oh, you won't
repost
see me on
it.
Twitch, by the way. It's not connecting for some reason.
Oh, okay, so that one's a wash.
I'll try to hit it again and see if it pops in, but we're connected that time. Okay, so it'll pop in eventually. It was stuck for a while. Does anybody hear? What do you mean, does anybody hear, Chris? I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Chris. Say it louder from the
No, we're not
chat.
here. You're
Does
not either.
anybody
We
hear?
can't see you.
Like that could go so many ways. Does anybody hear? I don't know. Are we here or can I hear?
I'm not here today.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm actually going to pull up the wheel anyway because it's like it's kind of a boy. It's just one of these days. Like you just want to roll up back into bed, which I did. I want to roll back up into bed again.
I'm
Man,
telling
it's
you,
just
it's the
crazy.
time change.
The time change might have been it, and I don't really ever attribute things to that, but the time change and then the stormy weather. I was wearing shorts yesterday. I'm wearing a sweatshirt today. Like it's been back and forth, and I just feel kind of out of it. My
Yeah.
allergies have been kicking my butt. I don't know, everybody out there. Shouts out to you, allergy warriors. So many issues right now. All right,
Yeah,
let's
because it's like
see.
it's hot, it's cold, it's hot, it's cold.
Right.
Plants are like, bloom. Oh, sorry, bloom. And winter keeps coming back in like, and another thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very strange. I don't think we're gonna get like I really doubt I'm gonna get any kind of snow or anything, but it was pretty frigid with all the rain. Although we did get tornadoes yesterday in Illinois. I didn't see any. This isn't live. What do you mean,
We
Timothy?
could get more snow in the mountains here into April. It does happen.
Hmm. Well, in the mountains for sure. I feel
Hmm.
like the tornadoes kind of kind of bring in the new season for Illinois anyway, because we definitely have a tornado alley. Um,
I
let's
used to live
see.
there.
Anybody
Facebook
else?
was reposted.
Chris on locals, Rumble, and Facebook. All right.
Did Twitch connect?
Yes, it should
Oh,
pop up.
good.
Nothing to see here. Go back to your closet. What's up, Roy? Good afternoon. Hit that share button. We'll put you on the store price here. Much love. Remember, stay here, stay positive, and stay lifted. Okay. Well, appreciate that. Roy, I keep forgetting you're not. I don't know. All these people with their alter egos. Um,
I wouldn't know a thing about that.
yeah, well, I mean, I have multiple pages, but pretty much you could tell it's me on each one of them. Some people, it's like,
But
oh, I forgot that was you.
I open your page on Twitch and it says, "Oops, something went wrong." Reload.
Yeah, yeah, because of me trying to connect a couple times.
There you are.
All right, I
Okay.
think that's everybody that's here at the moment. I'm gonna pull up the. Oh, that's what we could do. Tala, we'll just do this. Tala, I can just move. I can just put you anywhere I want. See.
You're making me dizzy. Quit moving me.
How about this? All right, everybody, we have
Hi, everybody. Welcome to We Grow Wednesday.
uh, Tala grew an extra pair of
Shrunken
arms.
head. I don't know. I'd have to be closer or something.
Too many options now. I'm over here like a kid in
That's
the
great,
candy
though.
store. Yeah.
It's like the
Oh,
guy
Tala.
in MIB. Do
Yeah.
you have any
Yeah.
idea how much that stings?
You were wearing me like a costume. All right, I'm gonna pull up my little list here. I started saving things on my page because I've been on my page more often, but we still have a bunch on this list that we haven't actually gone over yet.
I'm trying to figure out how to grab the link on Twitch. Oh, there it is. Link copied. There we go.
Anyway, guys, hit that hashtag WTIF. Let's get this party started. If you haven't gotten yourself a number over on the number spin wheel, I'm going to do 2 spins today because I had to make up for one on Monday. So you got a chance to win twice today. Twice. How's that? That sounds so nice. You could win twice. It's so nice. Actually, you couldn't win twice. You could win twice with the door prize. Never mind. I digress. Waylon says that to the plants daily. What?
Massive hail in Illinois. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I experienced it, but I'm glad because my car. I couldn't put my car in the in the garage, and it's a lease. I would rather not have to leave it out in the
I
hail.
always
But
forget that's where you are.
yeah, it's tornado alley. I had a friend to say the tornado went right past her house, but didn't hit her house.
Mm. Well, I lived in Tulsa, Broken Arrow, and Muskogee, and then briefly in Crevecoeur outside of St. Louis. So I've been through it.
Okay, I have no idea where we. It's been a couple weeks now, so we gotta. I'm just gonna pull up the list, and we can do it like this if we want to. Maybe like that. There we go. Chat can be somewhere else. I don't know. The chat's kind of tiny, and it's like it's not really that visible no matter where I put it. If I do this, and then I take away our picture from the back. Let's see. Bloop. There we go. Now you can see the chat a little bit better. Okay, so let's see. We haven't gotten to the poppy flower yet because I know we would remember that. Let's see. I think we talked about the ocean energy. Let's see. Lemon tree. Did we talk about lemon tree 49?
Lemon tree. What about the lemon tree? Doesn't
Flower.
sound familiar.
Yeah, I don't think we did. This might be able to just be a good spot to start here. This is from Grow Scripts, and we can do. Oh, it won't switch me. Seriously? Come on, man. Ah, maybe there it is. Okay. And we can even do this now, where we're off to the side. So it says if lemon tree care feels confusing. See, I have a lemon tree, so I wanted to read this, and I've been waiting a while. This is for you. GrowScript breaks it down into three essentials for tree actually needs. Your tree actually needs fertilizer, trace elements, and calcium, all on a simple schedule. Okay, I haven't really been adding those things, but I've been giving it water from the fish tank, and I've also added some more topsoil, so I'm sure it has those items that it needs. Healthy roots, vibrant leaves, strong fruit. Done. See, I don't have fruit yet. See, this is this, or see this if
Same.
you want.
Mine is very
Or say
small so far.
you
I
have
don't
one
have
too.
any fruit
Okay,
yet. Yeah. Meyer.
mine looks like this one down here, but no, there's no. Well, it does have a lemon. Never mind. Save this if you want thriving leaves, strong fruit, and stress-free plant care. Okay. Doesn't really give me like a, doesn't like list it out, does it?
I wouldn't invest in anything but a Meyer lemon. I love them.
So they have like a pack that has everything that you need for the lemon tree. I see.
Hmm.
Essential trace elements every 2 weeks, supports vibrant leaves, and balances nutrients.
Although if you find out what's in it, I'm sure you can get it somewhere else cheaper.
Sure. Well, I mean, look, I mean, I can get all of this stuff from the compost that I'm making, and um, I think, I mean, like obviously calcium, trace elements, and fertilizer. I mean, yeah, there's nothing here that I can't just get
And
every
you
other
know what'll
month. Feeds growth.
boost it
Okay.
up? I put red worms
Hi,
in
Diane.
my compost from the fishing department. They're super cheap, and that makes your compost extra extra. It's really good.
Timothy says error 404, page not found. If you're seeing this, the red dot on the camera is on smile. Okay. You had me right up to that point. Let's see. All right, so it does kind of give us a little bit of information here. Like it says, fertilizer every other month, and it says calcium every 2 weeks, and essential oils, or essential trace elements every 2 weeks. I keep wanting to say essential oils because that's what it looks like they're doing. Yeah,
That probably wouldn't be good.
right. Just pumping in some coconut oil in there. Okay. See, essential oils is another one that confuses people, and it confuses me because it kind of reminds me of microgreens. Because when someone says microgreens, you're like, what's that? Like, what is it? Well, it's a whole bunch of things, right? And same thing with essential oils. It's like a whole category,
Listen,
not
I
a
encountered
thing.
someone recently telling people about um, treatments or supplementation consuming essential oils, and my head exploded. I was like,
Ooh,
what did they just tell people? First of all, that's dangerous,
I mean, you can
especially
eat some
without
of them, but not. Yeah,
guidance.
right.
Well, for example, like you can obviously put clove in baked goods, but you use either whole cloves and then take them out, or you might boil them in tea, or you might sprinkle ground clove in great moderation. But not all essential oils are consumable. to begin with, and secondly, they are highly concentrated. And so let's say somebody just put it in their mouth. You can burn your esophagus doing that. You can burn this type of skin on your arm, for
Hmm.
example. And I did it accidentally one time a long time ago.
Like a
So
chemical burn almost.
it was dangerous advice. It's like,
Hmm.
yeah.
Let's see. What do we got next here? Let's just blow through a bunch of these and find something interesting today. From the Hodge twins, what's this? The sin tax. Florida gubernatorial candidate James Fishback proposes an OnlyFans sin tax of 50% for OnlyFans creators in Florida.
Wow.
Says the money will be used to fund the education system. Quote, as Florida governor in 1 year, I will push for the first of its kind OnlyFans sin tax. If you are a so-called OnlyFans creator in Florida, you're going to pay 50% to the state on whatever you so-called earn. So like he, this is a quote. So clearly we could tell where he stands on the thing via that online degeneracy platform. So first of all, he doesn't
I
know
get
about
it, but it's
OnlyFans.
overregulation.
Yeah, I think I agree. That's just you're just gonna push it into the
Push it
darker
underground.
corners of
Yeah.
society, which it already. I mean, it is. Although I guess that uh, I push back against both of us in that case because it's already there. It's already in the dark alleys. Why should we let it be out in the light? I don't know. I mean, there's OnlyFans isn't the only site that does that kind of thing.
As
It's a
long as
lot of
it
them.
doesn't involve minors and it's not public,
Right.
I don't care.
I don't know how OnlyFans works. I assume it's like Locals because they're both subscription platforms, just like Patreon or Reddit or not Reddit, Substack, I think. So
Yeah.
they they didn't mean for that site to get that way, but since it blew up so fast, I think that with the profits in their eyes, they couldn't turn the spigot off. At some point they probably tried, I think early on, if I remember right, and they just couldn't do it
It's
because it
terrible
wasn't.
too because like it's such a popular platform. I would love to use it, but it has that reputation now. So
I know there are people
there
on
are
it that
some
don't do
who
sexual
do.
content, but that doesn't mean it's.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a
There's
weird.
some who do non-sexual content, but I'm not that bold. Like, how do you then, with a straight face, tell people, check out my OnlyFans?
Yeah. Hey, I got. Well, I mean,
You're
I'm
gonna be
always
like, Tala.
I, I'm always talking to people about it with with Locals because they make jokes about it. What is that, a dating app or whatever? Like, no, it's your local online community and blah blah blah. And it's like I wish they would have named it something slightly different. But everything
Which
there's
one
so
was
many
that?
Locals, which is where my subscription, where everything
Really?
goes through, like all of my all the giveaways and all the spin and all everything goes through Locals. And people,
Huh.
the name just sounds a little weird, like sounds like a dating site, but it's not.
I
Um,
only have heard of
hey, thanks, Roy.
Tinder, Cupid. I think there was one more. I have no idea.
Well, those are actual dating sites,
Right.
but Locals is supposed to be. It's supposed to be um, like your home base online, like your local community, but it's all the people online.
Right.
So that's their play on words, but it just fell a little flat. Shouts out to Dave Rubin for creating the platform.
Everybody's suspicious these days, and for good reason.
Yeah, yeah. Like you want me to sign up for your what? Like like what's going to be on that? Well,
Well, like I said, I could put all the same content that I do everywhere else on OnlyFans, and it might even do well, but I could not, with a straight face, tell people on X, for example, "Hey, I have OnlyFans now." Can you imagine?
what if you
Do you
like
know what
blow
that would
up on
draw in?
OnlyFans? Like you, yeah, you blow up on OnlyFans without talking to any of the people you normally talk to, and then you just have to be quiet about it. Like, well, we read books and we talk about,
But see, someone will find out.
yeah. Did you
And
know?
then even if you're doing very normal content, you know what's going to happen. They're going to be on X or somewhere going, "Hey, so and so has an OnlyFans." Then all you have to do is say that, and they just assume. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of assumptions made with that one for sure.
it's
But I
not the
do know
rep I need.
there's a politician. I think it's like an attractive lady, if I'm not mistaken, who has an OnlyFans. She doesn't. She
I've
just
heard
uses it
that.
for politics, but also
Right.
because people, follow her for her looks or
See, now
whatever.
that
But
would work really well because politics is a hot topic anyway.
if you really want people to see the issues and like and stuff, then you go where they are, whether that's
Look
the
at Scott Pressler. Okay,
yeah
look at how Scott blew up. Like, let's see how many followers he has now. Because when I first saw him on the scene, he was basically nobody,
pe-
and
people
he cared. you
people
know?
keep telling me to get on or to get a TikTok.
I have TikTok. 2.4 million followers now. And it wasn't that long ago that nobody knew who Scott Pressler was.
Yeah.
And now he's running for some office position, I don't know what. Um, but
That
yeah, he's
freaks
got
me out though, because there are some grifters out there that just know how to play that. I know people that
he's good though.
somehow just I don't know. I know Scott's actually well liked. I
He's
don't
cool.
know enough
He's
about
cool.
him. But
And he actually followed me back late last year, which
oh, Scott, he's
like
got the
it's
long hair. Yeah, I know who you're talking
yes,
about. Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes. He kind
So
of looks like
2.4
he's from the
million
left, but
followers.
he's on the right.
He's following 73,000, but I'm one of those. So but the thing is he engages with his followers. He's not just one of those people that's like, whatever. He actually talks with I've
Hmm.
talked with him in DM, in fact. So that's what you want to see is someone who is actually engaging with the
Yeah,
people who are engaging with them.
let's
They're
have him
they're that.
on.
Yeah.
Let's have him on.
I know, right? If we wanted to go into politics stuff, he would probably jump at the opportunity.
Well, there's a lot of crossover, right? I mean, you have so many policies that affect our health. So we could totally
That's
just
true.
pelt him
And
with
he
questions
lost a bunch
about
of
health
weight.
all the whole time. Yeah,
He started walking and eating right, and he's lost a bunch of weight, so that might interest him. I don't know.
yeah. I
I'll kinda
kind of need to
explore.
know some like more of what my politicians think about health and stuff because it
Yeah,
just doesn't always jive once they get in and you're like, oh,
and he's very
you're like
much on
what?
board with Maha, so
I mean, I hope that's. I mean, I appreciate that, but I hope I don't think it means the same to everybody. So I would still talk to somebody individually about like their health thoughts. Not just be like, well, you're on board, so not that you were saying that, but it's good. It's good that he
yeah.
at least recognizes it. Speaking of something that politicians can do, we have this 1 minute video about Ziploc bags.
Oh boy, yeah.
Ziploc bags.
Plastic.
I don't know if there's music. I'll play for a second. Okay, no music. This is from Thrifty Mama. So I'm not sure what they're trying to tell me here. Is there no sound? What's going on here? Uh, the the audio is jacked up. I have to
It's not
move
me
the
for a change.
yeah, I have to move the bar for it to make any sense. But we've seen this before. This new biodegradable type of plastic.
Microplastics.
Well, no, the new type of plastic, this green bag that she's showing, it's a
Oh,
totally
okay.
biodegradable bag. So if you go back just a little bit, you see how it starts to degrade. That's right here, how it just like starts to
Maybe
eat
plant
away.
material, because like, they started making,
Oh,
utensils
sorry.
from
Let's do
a
this.
plastic that's made from potatoes. That's what, Plant Power, the fast food place that's vegan, that's what they use. Huh.
This is like a replacement for your Ziplocs and garbage bags, although I can't imagine it lasts. Like you better change your shit out quick.
I'm not
Better
sure I
not.
wanna know what it costs either.
That's another, yeah, true.
That's
But you know
always the
what?
sticking point.
I totally agree, and I think to your point, maybe you couldn't replace it. Like you couldn't just go full on, but maybe you could. You being any of us, maybe we could throw a company like this a few bucks, maybe get one order here or there, and be like, let's try to get it cheaper, because anything
Yeah.
that any new invention has to get like widely adopted before it becomes cheap, you
Yeah,
know?
it's the startup that hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know
Startup
that
is
that's even
hard.
a good thing in the long run. Do you think that what do you call it? Assembly line technology has been good overall, because yeah, we can get things like iPhones or whatever, but we can't we continually get further and further away from what it takes for us individually to do things and make things, because so many, like, it takes a million people to make this, this deck of cards or whatever. Like, there's a whole bunch of hands that get, throughout the whole process, and we're losing something because of that. The
Mhm.
hyper uh, specialization and stuff. It's really cool that we can get all these crazy gadgets and stuff, but you couldn't do that if assembly lines like broke down, or
So
like,
supply and demand, which is the whole reason
yeah,
that
true.
we outsource to places like China because they are willing and for whatever reason able to produce much cheaper. But
Hmm.
okay, you're old enough, both of us are old enough to remember picking up products when we were a kid and seeing a label that said, "Oh, made in Japan," right? Or even made in China. That used to
Right.
mean something different. Now it's, oh, made in China. So
Again,
automatically,
yeah.
like, cheap, right? Quality's cheap. But we used to see those labels when we were kids and go, it came all the way from China or Japan. Wow. Now, I mean, made in Japan sounds a lot better than made in China, but the perspectives change because yeah, they sacrificed on quality to crank stuff out. I think that's where the real problem is.
Diane said, I was worried about you getting blown away last night, Waylon. No, I'm all right. Gonna play with the barrel of monkeys. Yeah, I was playing some VR last night. I was sweaty. I was
If
just
block
showing.
depends the block. Yeah, and it
Oh
depends
yeah.
on Colin, it depends on the quality of the plastic. I know that sounds weird, but there is different qualities of plastic because they make them with different chemicals, which is the whole reason we try to get away from BPA because it's a
Mm,
hormone disruptor. But there are other chemicals that they use that are not any better. But as far as that flavor bleeding into it, yeah, there's different qualities of even just Ziploc bags. There's a spectrum. And silicon is neutral, that you can get the reusable silicone bags, but then you got to wash them. And
mm,
I laugh about this because if they talk about resources, you're still manufacturing something. And if it's reusable, then you're washing it. So you're still using a resource there. You're putting soap down the drain and you're
right.
using water.
Hmm.
And there's other chemicals, chlorine, iodine in my region, fluoride, right? So
Hmm.
it's a checks and balances. No matter what you do, it's there.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do? Go and beat your clothes on a rock downstream from where the hunters have slaughtered all the the animals, and maybe, hey, somehow my clothes could come a little bit cleaner out of this. I don't know why they're stained
Every
red, but
solution has a drawback. Yeah.
they're stained red. Okay.
Some would say to microwave inside the plate. Yeah.
Yeah, I
And you
saw
know
that.
what? I will with some things like, well, not so much anymore because I've gotten away from that. I eat a very basic ingredient diet now. So let's say I purchase something that's in a microwavable container. I'm really hesitant to actually do that.
Hmm.
So like the rice that's parboiled and you tear it open, I put it in a container. Yeah.
I use my air fryer, and if I buy something that was meant for the microwave, I'm opening it up and I'm gonna cook it in the air fryer. I'm not gonna put
Yeah.
anything in there.
I mean, it's been sealed in that bag. It's been in that bag, that's enough. But then to microwave it, I think makes matters worse.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I don't know, just because of the microwave technology. It's not technically, it shouldn't technically be affecting the plastic, because it's supposed to only affect like moisture molecules. But again, I have no idea. Like, that doesn't mean that. Like, are you telling me the moisture that's in there doesn't get hot enough to melt the plastic? I don't. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's
So,
crazy. Like,
like, the lubricant to keep the bags from sticking to the food, that's a possibility. Or
Yeah.
seed oils. A lot of them have seed oils.
Hmm.
That's supposed to be part of the food. And I don't eat seed oils anymore. What is it that's in microwave popcorn that they called out? Apparently, there's a problem with that, but it's mostly supposed to be if you open the bag and inhale it. I don't know.
So I figured something out. I think it's not showing us the views on X, but that must be where all the numbers are. It says 41 total.
Possibility.
That's
Because
crazy.
there I reposted.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I think some people on X should come find us where they can like comment, um,
Shows
or comment down below
16
the post
views
if you're
on
watching.
the quote tweet.
Yeah.
So
16 plus 13 is
you've got 68. That's not bad.
not bad. Interesting. X is changing. Like every app, they want to change it up all the time, and it's like hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Let's see if this works. Again with the audio issue? What's happening here?
Hmm. Where at?
Huh.
Oh, you mean with a video? Yeah.
Yeah. I want to be able to hear this guy.
I've
Jesus King
never
McCoy is
yeah, I've
awesome.
never had it work well. But that's on my end. If it's messing up for you, that's worse.
It's very strange. Like if I
Choppy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crunchy, as we say.
Something going on with Facebook audio. But this guy is awesome. Jesus King McCoy, just his whole like personality and stuff. But it says from homeless to homeowner to homesteader in less than 8 months.
Wow.
I mean, he does a lot with he's got some good land here, but he's just showing off what I don't even know what he's saying right now. This is ridiculous. What am I supposed to do here? I refreshed. Might have to log out, log back in. Oh, you're not even looking at us over there.
Well, here's the question. Can anybody else hear it?
I highly doubt it, but we can ask. Can you guys hear the video at all? When I do this, you can hear it. Anyway, this guy's pretty cool. I do recommend people follow him because he's shown you a lot of stuff that you can do with just with very minimal materials, using pallets and things like that.
That's part of what I do. Pallets are great. I had access to
Chickens.
some, thankfully, at no cost because we got permission from the company to grab some from behind a store because sometimes they're tossing them, if they're considered scrap and they won't be using them for shipping anymore. So I got those and painted them.
This is really annoying. I'm pretty sure it has to do with I tried I tried changing. Somebody was like, delete your cookies on Facebook, and so I messed around with the settings and just jacked myself up with some things. And
Yeah, I went through and cleared the cache on a bunch of apps because I hadn't for a while, which then made it so that I had to log back into my Substack on a browser and all kinds of stuff. I was like, whoops. But it's worth it to clear the space. It just takes a little time to log back into stuff.
but I'm logged in, and now the only thing I found an issue with is the audio. It's really weird. I was trying to go. I went to cookies, and then I was like manage on device, and then I fixed all that.
Margaret says can't hear it, so I guess nobody
Yeah,
can. Okay. Mm.
I could reset permissions, but I really don't want to do that. That's going to be sound allow automatic default. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to hear any fun videos today.
Just get it fixed by next week, man.
Each and every day,
Hey,
you gotta know.
There
hey.
it is.
Look, I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but once in a while, I can do a thing about a thing, and sometimes I can do it when I need it. Sometimes much later, other times when I need it. All right, okay, we can watch this now. I think. Let's see.
Remember that property we had came to in Grantville, Georgia? But they started off homeless, they got a house, and they decided to build a homestead. And you already know I had to come through and try to make something beautiful. Baby, we got the chicken
Okay, so I guess that's not his background. I don't know his background, but this is another family.
coop over here. Got a nice little chicken run that we built that we gonna put some wheels on so she can move her chickens each and every day. Got a nice little chicken cow so she decided she won't build. Got a lot of perch bars where they can go high in the sky. I mean, they ain't the only ones that can get elevated. You should see the back coop where they like to roost. But she also wanted a greenhouse. You see that in the back? They got a nice little beautiful greenhouse where they can kind of grow year round and the wind won't be too rough on their plants. The last
They
thing she said they
plants.
wanted built was a little goat pen. So you know we had to come through and try to make something beautiful. Look, we got all the poles in the ground and we about to stretch the fence out now. I know you be wondering, how do country boys be stretching that fence like that? Baby, it don't take much to make a straight fence when you do it the country way. What you mean the country
Countryway.
way? We don't use never some ratchet straps with a T-post. And we put tension at the top and the bottom. But if you want me to keep talking, you know you better say so.
Better say
Thought I
something,
was
he
done. I know
says.
some of y'all gonna say, oh, that fence ain't straight. Your eyes ain't straight. Look again, baby. But look,
Your
if you want
eyes
us to
ain't
come out
straight.
and help you build a beautiful little homestead, you better say so. Remember that?
Yeah, he's fun. Now that I can
Yeah, what
listen.
he's talking about is a chicken tractor. If I were gonna have chickens, I would totally wanna do that. You have to have a little bit of space to do it, but yeah, you move the hutch and, give them fresh areas to dig for bugs and
Yep.
stuff. Because
It
chickens
helps
are
your
not
yard. It helps the
supposed to
chickens.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, everybody now is this whole thing for the last few years of vegetarian fed hens. It's not natural, and you ruin the nutrition of the egg doing that. They don't just eat bugs either. They'll go after, like, little lizards and stuff. They
Right.
are very much omnivores.
They kill each other.
Yeah. Yeah, they will.
You can toss them a chicken nugget. They'll eat it right up.
They eat meat, yeah, and they
Uh,
should.
right. I mean, I feel like omnivores and somebody like there's this whole argument like, look, well, didn't we watch this? Carnivores have these like sharp teeth. If we were meant to eat meat, we'd have sharp teeth. Like, explain a chicken. Explain a chicken.
A chicken has entered the chat.
Explain it. Explain it. This is cool though. It says that he's got a lot of awesome videos, but this one that says the cheapest garden setup. It seems relevant. We'll check it out.
Even if you ain't
Okay, so update. I have to mute and unmute, and then now it works. Okay, I guess.
good at building a garden setup, let me show you something. You know you can order these bags right here off Amazon. You can get 10 bags for like $30.
Cloth
Got you looking
pots.
like, why you got all them sticks at the bottom of your grow bags? Hey, that's the cheapest way to fill up your grow bags without having to buy some garden soil. All of that bark, them sticks, and them leaves, that ain't nothing but natural compost. In other words, it ain't nothing but plant food for them little beautiful plants over
The
there.
beautiful
We got some
plants.
onions that smell like your boyfriend after he been sitting in the house playing the game for 72 hours. I know you just see them collard leaves popping up. I mean, look how beautiful they is. Got a little fat girl country rose right here. I mean, I'm sorry, we got a little beautiful head of cabbage right there. They might have been sprouted, but baby, they still looking a little beautiful. That's them purple collards right there. But anyhow, if you want to see us grow in them grow bags right there, you better say so. Or I mean, even if you just wondering, like, how can I grow in them grow bags? I mean, all
Okay, so we could go on. I could go on for forever watching his videos.
I do all above ground stuff. And partly because the former owners of this place saturated the entire property with weed killer. So not only is it difficult to grow stuff, but like I don't want to,
Right.
pull that up into a plant and digging in the ground around here makes me sick. So yeah, container gardening all the way. I got some tomato plants that survived the winter that I'm just gonna prune them really good and I don't have to buy any new ones.
When we'll blow that thing away today, you think?
The what?
Diane says that the wind will blow that
Oh,
away. Which thing you mean, Diane? Hi,
yeah,
Betty.
which one?
Betty, leave me a comment and I'll put you on the door prize. The next one, we're back to marijuana again. This says prot protidin. I don't know what language this is.
So small.
Let me see if I can zoom in. Protidin cobor axons.
Excellent. Okay. Wow.
Landmark clinical trial published in the European Heart Journal in late 2025 has confirmed that chronic CBD supplementation significantly reduces both uh, systolic and diastolic
Yes.
or blood pressure in uh, patients with primary hypertension. Conducting research at the University of Split in Croatia. Interesting. Scientists monitored 70 patients over a 5-week period in a rigorous triple-blind study. Unlike the placebo group, those receiving a daily CBD regimen regaining, I'm sorry, ranging from 225 milligrams to 450 milligrams, depending on weight, experienced a consistent drop of approximately 4 mmHg in systolic and 3 mmHg in diastolic blood pressure. Interesting. So if you're a blood
Okay,
pressure,
so
go ahead.
it's daily news. Pretidin, it's spelled a little different. Kobor means news.
Huh. Like, is it
Northeastern India
Latin or?
accent.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Okay. It's a news network, I guess.
Discovery moves CBD from stress reliever to legitimate cardiovascular tool, proving that long-term use can help stabilize the body's internal pressure system without the harsh side effects often associated with traditional diuretics.
Yeah. Some blood pressure meds like aldactone, which I'm allergic to, are diuretic.
Yeah, you don't want a lot of diuretics.
No. It'll mess up your electrolytes for one thing.
So it goes on and
Um,
on, but it's
I
interesting.
mean, not for
I've not heard
nothing,
about
you know
this.
that I transitioned off the pain meds onto, both CBD and THC for a
Sure.
while, um, just through edibles and stuff, but I've used CBD by itself quite a bit as well, and I'm not on a blood pressure med anymore. I'm only on one to regulate my heart rate because I have tachycardia and arrhythmia that they can't diagnose.
But
So,
you
yeah,
had
I
blood
came off
pressure
the
meds at one
ARB.
time?
Oh, yeah. I
Hmm.
was on losartan for a long time.
What's up, CTR? The Cat Ranch? Or TCR? My bad.
And I'm off it now, and, like, I had one day that I felt like, because I still had it and technically had the prescription, I felt like, a little bit of too much stress and maybe I need to bring it down a little. I tried taking, losartan again, and it does not agree with my system. So it's just a red flag that, some of these meds are not as good as the doctors want you to think. Like, I
Hmm.
forgot there was an adjustment period when I started taking that one. I won't do that again.
Well, this
So
this links. This is so much closer to where I'm always going. If you have blood pressure, like I forget which way it goes, but like grapefruit lowers your blood pressure. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not
So
sure. I
it's
can
like
double
there's a
check
lot
it.
of natural foods that you can use to regulate, and I just feel like why wouldn't you do that? But I guess it's easier to let
Oh,
the doctor tell
garlic.
you. Or CBD now feels more natural rather than it's not like it is a medicine, but it's not a narcotic. So I feel like that's a plus.
Yes,
Anyway,
it can help lower it. There's
Tala,
potassium in grapefruit.
I see. That's what it was. Lower it after because if you have low blood pressure, then you wouldn't want to eat that, obviously.
Well,
Anyway,
that and be careful mixing it with meds.
right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'd go one way or the other, but you want to follow this person on Rumble, the Cat Ranch. You're going to enjoy that one, Tala.
Oh,
He has a
okay.
bunch of cameras and a whole bunch of cats,
Ah.
and it's a ranch full of
Hi, I'm a
cats.
feline rescuer.
A whole bunch of
Let me go find
cats.
you. Cool, cool. I see
Um,
you. See if I can get it to open. Open, open.
let's see, we're about 50 minutes in. Let me go get some numbers put out for everybody on the number spin wheel post thingy on locals. Still only 10 people. Only 10 people this week. Okay.
Followed. Cool.
Oh wait, did we? Okay, I thought number one. So number 4 is the only winner so far. That was Diane this week. So I got to do 2 spins. Only 9 more people want to win. It's crazy. That's okay, honestly. I mean, I do have subscribers that don't really want to come in to win anything, but are still part of the community. Upbeat Fever. Oh, let's go Upbeat Fever today. Oh. Cheers, TCR. Says meowdy, y'all. Meowdy. Betty, am I missing comments on Facebook or what? No. Am I still live? What's going on over here?
Let me go see.
It says I'm live. Cheers, everybody.
Yep, looks like it.
Everybody who likes us has found us on Rumble. Cheers. Cheers, Rumblers. Number one gets it this time. I think that was Chris. Number 1. And we're going to do one more spin. Yeah, it's just a Facebook algorithm.
Yeah, I reposted to my First Light Warrior page and to my personal timeline, so I keep hoping some of my friends on there will get interested.
The amount of it's insane the amount of work you could put in on Facebook in order to just try and get notifications out to people and for it to not just to fall on deaf algorithms. And then over on Rumble, it's just like, hey guys, put some dancing bananas in the chat. And then suddenly the people have found us, and like more people are in here, and it's like
very different, yeah.
Yeah, like so really, it's just the algorithm actually rewards us for engagement on Rumble, like legitimately. Although Rumble does also pick winners and losers on the top end, but that's everybody.
I think you're right about suppression based on content. I mean, Facebook is pretty prudish.
Very much.
We used to jokingly call GeoCities GeoBiddies. It's about that bad.
Well, and it's funny because people, someone was just telling me the other day, hardcore porn comes across their Facebook, and it's like,
really?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it myself, where it wasn't a paid ad, Tala. It was a sponsored ad in the middle of another video, and it comes up.
I've seen stuff that was kind of like, woof, but not quite like that.
No, this was hardcore. I'm talking everything, and I didn't it wasn't good either, so I wasn't sitting there hanging out watching it. But it was just like, what are you advertising here? Just garbage?
Based on your personal experience, it was not good.
Right, like can I grade this? What's going on? No, it seemed like it was probably an accident or whatever. The system allowed it through, but they let it happen all the time. If you pay for an ad, they almost don't care what you're promoting.
Yeah,
okay, let's go.
like you don't have control over it, and because there's a lot of really good pages that I follow that have some, the pictures that are stuck up there, like you'll see a story and there's an ad stuck on it that has nothing to do with them, and it's a picture that I really didn't want to see.
Whoops! Speaking of hardcore, never mind. My bad. This is the next story. Finally, I've been looking at this for weeks.
Someone testing egg drop back in the day. Don't panic; it's a plant.
Right. I've been looking at this for weeks, Tala, waiting to talk about it with you. We've been skipping past this forever. It's from January 14th from Brad Plants. I follow him on my page. Watching poppy flowers bud open is a mesmerizing sight of nature. Each spring, the velvety green buds slowly unfold, revealing
the algorithm on X just spiked, and on Facebook it crashed.
Right. It's crazy. With the brilliant shades of red, orange, pink, or white, poppies add a lively touch to gardens. This process symbolizes rebirth and the fleeting nature of beauty, reminding us to cherish every blooming moment. Ta-da! Let's see how many of what there were. Mostly laughs. That's what I thought. Mostly laughs. There's a lot of just likes. Yeah, okay. The like just seems indifferent. Okay, here you go. Here's a like. You know what I mean? Okay. And then there's three cares. Like, oh, you need some help. You're looking at the flowers
Wait,
too
poor
hard. You know,
thing.
the wow faces get me. Like, what? I'm straight and married to a
The angry
man, but I have.
faces?
This says, top comment. I'm straight and married to a man, but I have an overwhelming urge to call her, whoever she is.
I follow an account
Hey,
on
Rose.
Instagram now. This woman slays me. There'll be a story like this, and she reads the comments, and her laugh is what just sends me every time.
Put you on the wheel, Rose. Yeah, I've been holding on to this forever, and it just wasn't even that. You know, it's kind of like real life. You spend so long trying to get to it, and then it's just not what you hoped it would be. It's just not what you hoped it would be. Now, I would like to see it fully bloomed, though. You know what I mean? I'd like to see that flower fully bloomed. Poppy flower. I want to see what it looks like all the way open. Let's see, poppy flowers
Oh, this is terrible.
fully bloomed.
That's what he said.
Right. Let me get in there and see
Oh,
what
it
it
had to
looks
be
like.
said.
What? Oh, okay. So they turn. Oh,
What's amazing is there are actually such a variety of poppies. So, like, you get something that's like multiple sets of leaf petals, and then you look at the California poppy that's just very delicate. Um, there's another one that
I'm just
looks
kind of
like a poppy
scrolling
to me. I think
through.
it's actually called a Mariposa
Ooh,
lily,
look at
that
that
grows
one.
in Catalina.
That is crazy looking. That's like a circus going on in there. That's like insane. Looks like the above view of a highly choreographed like dancing with like 40 dancers, in a big circle, like with they have
Can Can,
feathers. Yeah, it's like
the Rockettes.
orange poppies. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they've all got like feather hats on and white poppies. Okay, which one? Opium poppy. Okay, so the white poppy is opium or all poppies?
They're not all white, I don't think. I think that well, they
Opium
I think
poppy.
what it is they all contain a certain amount. It's just how much.
So they go after the one that gets the most, right?
I think so.
That's probably where it gets his name, Opium Poppy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we want to think, oh, ew, marijuana, and it's like you realize that almost all like other, painkiller narcotics and things they're coming from some other plant across the world, like in Afghanistan or China or whatever. And it's like what's pick your poison, I guess. I mean, it's
Perceptional demonization. There's the
yeah.
California poppy on the right
Well,
there.
but I'll push back against myself and say that yes, those of us who are daily users and maybe like I've actually cut way back, but I still use daily. It's just that there is an extent where it's like, yeah, you wouldn't just sit around eating like some people do, but Vicodin or something like you wouldn't want to do that as often every day either. So there is an extent, but that's sort of neither here nor there to the difference of
Synthetic
each
is
plant.
always going to be inferior in my eyes
Yeah,
because synthetic is
those are
so highly refined. People don't think about it. It's just like refined sugar. You've concentrated and targeted and you've taken out all of the spectrum, right? And I don't think that that's actually, it has its place, but I don't think it's superior. The reason they do it is to regulate dosage. But here's the question: should we think
that's
about
the
that?
that is a conundrum
Like
because
a
we don't know.
natural, even okay, I realize that, gummies are a refined product. I get it. It's standardized in the dosage. However, this is closer to the base plant,
Right, more
and I
pure.
Just my belief that the plant tends to work with your body and adjust, you know?
Hey, Lila Rose on the Rumble. Hey, how you doing, Rose? Two roses now. We were just looking at poppies. Ba-dum, boom.
Do you think there's like a certain amount of adaptogenic properties in cannabis itself? That's the question. See, like, we label certain things like ginseng as adaptogenic.
Right.
I think there's probably more plants that are adaptogenic than what we label them. Mm, yeah.
I would have to see the definition. If I was just taking the root words you're saying, adaptogenic, you meaning that they are like multi-purpose, or what do you mean? What is
Kind of.
adapt?
For example, let's just randomly pick something. Your blood pressure could be too high or too low. An adaptogen, this is not, this is just an example. An
Sure.
adaptogen could theoretically either elevate it if needed or reduce it if
Ah,
needed.
more like
So
a
it works more with
jack of
whatever
all
it is your
trades.
body needs to balance things. Yeah.
I see. Well, I guess I said jack of all trades. Probably not that. It would more like just adaptable. Like just saying it's adaptable makes it make more sense.
And
Um,
it increases your body's ability to do that for itself in most cases. Like it's going to bring you into what we call homeostasis. So that's true balance, which doesn't mean it's in an exact proportion, but what is right for that body. Yeah.
you did a small thing on poppy tea. Rose says she's taken an herbal class and did a poppy tea. Interesting.
Hmm.
Um, Let me check out this. This next one's interesting too. It shows a baby nervous system. It says limiting sugar in a baby's first 2 years significantly reduces the long-term risk of developing chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure.
Correct.
Do they get
Like
sugar from
why do
mother's
people
milk?
automatically go, you're 1 year old, you can have sugar now, or even 6 months. Why? Just don't give it to them.
Right. I agree. Now here's my problem. As I raised two children, obviously 10. My son's 10, almost 11 in a few days, and oh, there's my camera. I'm coming back. On my way. On my way.
It's now the Tala show.
All right. Well, I've had to do that for my guests before. I had a guest on not too long ago, and now he's on People in the Boxes with us. But poor Jason, we started the show, and I was like, I got to refresh my screen. I'll be right back. It's like we just started, and he's by himself on the screen, and he's the guest, and I've never even talked to
Whoops.
him before, and yeah. So where was I? Oh, to this whole thing. Maybe like some of you know, I would like to have more children. I don't know if it'll happen, but um, if I do, I think I would do a lot of things differently. But my son being almost 11, 10 years ago, no, I wasn't concerned about his sugar intake or whatever. We were actually more concerned about why he wouldn't stop crying, and now we find out it's because he had autism, and he just literally can hold like the kid can hold on to a I don't know if grudge is the right way to say it, but it might make people understand. But he can sort of hold, like the no yes game, like he can hold on a lot, like a long time. Like he could cry as a baby for like 6 hours straight, and you'd be like, "What is going on? Like this is not right. There's something wrong." And somehow he could just continue and not get tired out. But so my point is, like at that time, we were just worried about that, but in the
Yeah.
future though, yeah, I think I would. And no offense, ladies, I think if I find a woman that wants to have my child, we get married, do the whole thing, I would like to do it all right this time. And if that happens, I would probably be a little bit more of a stickler. And if she says like, hey, well, you got to do the same thing, to like, to be fair, fine, I can, whatever it is, abstain from sugar, abstain from different things, be healthier. We can do it together. But I think I would be a little bit more like put a little more pressure on things like, hey, let's try to do more natural things instead of maybe taking so many medications or whatever, like little things. And it's like it's hard for the person outside to be like putting that pressure on the woman with a child, but at the same time, like maybe gently putting information in front of her, maybe like, hey, see, do you see this new study going on, like.
So the one thing that makes letting go of and I don't like to say giving up anymore because it sounds like you're sacrificing something, like like you
Right.
don't want to, but
Should
letting
be.
go of
Yeah.
refined sugar, because it is a choice, is this whole thing of leaning towards carnivore. You don't have to be extreme, but when you satiate your body with those fats, you just don't want the sugar anymore. You're not craving carbs. You're not waking up hungry in the morning.
Ooh, this
Yeah.
reminds me. Have you seen the V Shred guy? The guy that he kind of works with Dr. Drew now, or Dr.
I
Drew
know the
started working with
name.
him. You see him all the time. He's eating donuts and pizza, and he looks great. And he's like, "You don't have to give this up and everything." And you think it's such a
That's
gimmick,
idiotic.
but actually, I watched his video and I saved it. I'll try to find it. It's on my page, I think. I watched it. I clicked the link. I watched the video because I was like, okay, where's the catch? Where's the hook? Where's he going to try and sell me, right? And literally, Tala, I shit you not, he describes the whole science, and it sounds great, sounds scientific-y, great, awesome. You sound like a uh, rocket surgeon or whatever. But the thing is, he says in there, he kind of goes through a list of things like no matter what, if you don't like it, if you just on a whim, blah 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 blah, like you can get your money back. Which a lot of times you might hear that, but you don't hear it where they encompass everything. Like you just say, oh, we have a money back guarantee, and they don't explain it. But this dude goes through everything. It's like, hey, if you don't love it, period, you can just get your money back, even if you use the whole
Yeah.
bottle. He says, which so he's starting to convince me a little bit, at least to give it a try. But he explains it, and I will probably not be able to do it justice. I'd love to watch it though. In fact, give me a second to look for
So
it.
the thing is this. um, I'm not going to tell you that I never, ever, ever eat any refined sugar. But let's say I get a dark chocolate bar that's high cacao content, and I'm very conscientious about what it is. I don't eat a chocolate bar every day. So once in a while, I'll eat one or two squares. I'm very disciplined about that because the more often you do that, that's when you're going to see A1C going up if you've got syndrome X like I do. You don't want that
Hmm.
because it's reading how often did this happen in a 3-month period, and it is indicative. Unlike what they tell you about cholesterol, the A1C is very much indicative. You've got to be careful about that. So I don't do cheat meals. I don't do cheat days. For one thing, I don't like that language because that says I'm cheating on something, I'm deceiving myself, or there's something that I need to escape from. It's a wrong programming up here. So I don't do that. On the weekends, I bring my carbohydrate intake up a little, very conscientiously, and with, not like I don't snork down a bunch of cookies and go, I'm good. No, I might eat a little bit more bread, but it's going to be very conscientious choices like sourdough, something I made at home, or I might have some beans. I'm careful about that because lectins, cook them the right way. Um,
Hmm.
so my carbohydrate increase 1 or 2 days a week is really minimal and very conscientious about what it is. And if I decide, oh God, I hate Hershey's chocolate flavored wax. So I have very strong opinions about chocolate. So if I decide
Wow, Diane.
that I'm going to eat something like that, or maybe more sugar than usual, like I wanted a peanut butter sandwich with jelly for a change, I don't say, I had a cheat meal, or I fell off the wagon, or, you know, I made a bad choice. None of that. No, I wanted to eat it. I ate it. It's that simple. You've got to be able to own it. Otherwise, you're creating an unhealthy relationship with your food, and you're
Right.
punishing yourself, even if just mentally. So if I want to eat jelly on my sandwich, I'm going to eat it. I'm not
You just know you're gonna have to
explaining
adjust.
myself to anyone. Yeah, I
Right.
don't owe anyone any explanation for it. There's no excuses needed. It's just I ate it. Next. But
Now
I
I'll
don't
have the
go overboard.
cookies. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't go overboard. In
You're
fact, if
much more
it was any
conscientious than
benefit,
most people, I think. Um,
yeah. Yeah.
But I want to this guy in particular. It isn't. I mean, it's a bit of a transition from what we were talking about, especially from the story about the babies not getting sugar, which I totally agree with. But this guy, I typically ignored him. I've seen him for so many times. It's tons of these like what looks like fake podcasts he's on. I'm like, where's the pod? I've never seen him on a podcast, but these like fake clips of him on a podcast. Like, what's going
Yeah.
on? So, but I gave it a shot. I gave
He's
it.
selling a
I
product.
so it says, yeah, well, this V shred though, but that's not the product. So I watched the video. The product is not called V shred. And I'm like, what is going on? So I gotta see if I'm gonna click the video, but I'm
I'm
actually
gonna
there's a
say drop
link.
shipper.
It's like burn something burn.
Yeah, drop ship.
Um, uh, where's the So this might not be the video that I saw. There was a
They never
link.
let you fast forward.
Well, that I can, but there's a link
Oh,
that I clicked on that sent me to his website. Um, maybe I could just go there. So of course he's doing all this stuff and he's showing you that he's eating donuts and pizza the whole time and um
you can be
but
metabolically damaged even if you look like that. That you know what skinny fat is. We all know by
right,
now.
that's true. But the science that he describes is actually interesting because what he's doing is he tackles why the body stores fat. Because of high cortisol. Our body's stress hormone tells us that we need to hold on to fat because we might not. Like it's a survival mechanism, and more or less he attacks that, and he found out. Again, I'm going to butcher some of this video. Is this it? Watch now. Watch now. Free presentation. Free present. That's the one I want to watch. Uh, I don't know how I can find it, but literally that's what I want to watch this here. But why would you put this here, dude? You're Mister. I work with all these big celebrities. You have this picture that can't help me. All right, so maybe it's in here somewhere. Um, so anyway, he found that what is it that's in hot peppers? The with the C. You know what it is, Tala? The
Capsaicin.
capsaicin. And he found that capsaicin actually more or less puts your body into a fight or flight type of response without the anxiety and stress part of it. So it basically there's something being turned on in your brain when you get into fight or flight mechanism that says I need energy and I need it effing now, and basically takes your fat cells and flushes them into your system as energy, and that's why you have that heightened like you're like able to take off running because you're so like uh, and so
I mean
and it really
adrenaline.
well that yeah that's adrenaline, but it's because of
Yeah.
your fight or flight mechanism. And so what he's trying to do is he's trying to trigger that without triggering the adrenaline,
Mm.
freaking out. And I
I
know
mean,
I
there's
see the
also
skepticism, but man, when he
yeah,
describes it
there's
is actually
also
very interesting. I gotta find the
like
video.
hunger hormones like ghrelin and all, you can get into all of that, but there's such an easier way to manage it. In I'm telling you, I'm going through the body recomposition and now the body fat is starting to come down, and that's without going hard in the gym. I've had to take it easy because I'm in physical therapy. But just that change in the kitchen and getting that 80% of calories from fat, 20% from lean meat, and getting that under control, that is what made the difference without going hard in the gym and without having to take a supplement like that.
Well, and he's like he says, you don't have to go hard in the gym as well because um, what's this?
Apple cider vinegar's
Sounds.
legit. It's better to actually use ACV though, not gummies.
Where's the link, dude? You want us to go to see the free video right here, but does it have like a no? If I go to vshred.com, it just wants me to take the quiz.
Yeah.
I don't want to take the quiz. I just watched this video the
It
other
wants
day
your
without doing
data.
any of this. Yeah, but I didn't have to do any of this the other day. It's crazy.
It recognizes you. No.
It was on my phone, so there's something always different about links on the phone. Um, vshred.
Capsaicin is illegal in horse racing? Wow.
Yeah, because it makes you it opens up the
I
blood
mean, yeah,
air blood.
capsaicin has a lot of really good uses, you know. I eat hot sauces and, hot pepper. I do all of that. It's good for your blood pressure. It's good for your cardiovascular system in general, you know. Um, what is it?
Pre
Cayenne is really good.
what to say here? Let's see if I can find it. Well, it's not just capsaicin. There was a whole bunch more to it. That was just part of the scenario or part of the answer.
Peppers are also very high in vitamin C, by the way.
I want to see the video. Here's free supplement. No, 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 no. Because I can't do it justice. And if you watch it, like you might be, I'm not fully convinced, but I could definitely try. It's like $60 for a bottle, you know, money back
How long does that
guarantee and
bottle
all
last?
that. 30 days. It's a money back guarantee for 30 days. So you try it. Um, thousands of 5-star reviews. Like it
I
seems so
used to try
gimmicky,
stuff like
but
this.
but basically it puts your body into a situation where the other part of it was they found some things that basically dull sense of sweetness on your tongue. It doesn't take it away. It just basically doesn't make you that jolt, that's crazy jolt of sugar rush when you eat something
See,
sugary.
that's getting
It's
into
that.
addressing the dopamine response. In fact,
Yeah,
Dr. Heath had a space about that this morning, and I am really opposed to demonizing normal chemicals, normal brain chemicals in the body.
but
See,
you're not
dopamine is not
though.
bad.
But you're not though, because he's combating the entire food industry. That is literally, he talks about how the bliss point that scientists had come up with, this term bliss point, when they were paid to create food, or make foods more and more addicting. And you're not wrong that if everything was on a level playing field, yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with my natural taste buds and things. But with the way that this crazy food is being engineered against us, it was just never going to be. You know what I mean? Like that. Like
So,
he has a
let
point
me
with
ask you
that.
this. Have you actually put yourself into ketosis, like, you're in ketosis? Have you ever
I
done it?
have. Yeah.
Okay. So, if you did it, you know that your responses change. In particular, if you do it really focusing on carnivore, getting those healthy fat, getting butyric acid from butter, grass-fed butter, eating the meat fats intentionally. Then, and I mean, there is a different, like, you could put yourself into ketosis without the fats, but I don't advise it. If you actually do it and you get that balance right and you get the fats in there, that addresses the issue. You're not going to crave simple carbs and sugar. So, but some people don't do it that way. They go so lean, and that's very hard on your kidneys, that they still find themselves craving the carbohydrates. It should not be a struggle. Yeah.
I mean, I totally I agree, but I disagree, because there's some of this stuff is definitely without a doubt engineered to be addicting, as addicting as possible.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
and
But that's how you shut it off. I'm speaking from the perspective of someone who used to crave simple carbs really bad, used to crave sugar. And that was a fight. But the way that I'm eating now, it's no longer a fight. It just stopped. Yeah.
I see what you mean, and no, I totally agree. I just don't think everybody has the willpower. And back to the
You don't need
kids, when I
willpower
was
for
talking
it.
about, like, when I was raising my kids, my addictions, my tendencies of food then get passed on to them because,
To a
as
degree.
you're, and so if I was to raise a child after I've moved to carnivore, but the issue is like I couldn't go to carnivore today. I mean, maybe I could, maybe it's a cop out, but with my son, he doesn't like meat, and so like I can't force him one day to just suddenly, hey, there's nothing else in the house except meat and water and salt. There
It's a
you
little
go.
more complex, but
You know?
he's on the spectrum, right? So that's
Yes.
more, yeah, that's more complex. That's a whole different issue. That I
Even if he
understand.
wasn't, though, I feel like that would be a really difficult thing to
Not as hard
shift a
as you
kid, a
think.
10-year-old.
This is what I'm saying. It's see, most people don't get the balance right.
Can't find the
And
darn.
that's what I'm trying to explain is that, if you get the balance right, the cravings drop off. They just do. You do not need willpower for it. If you satiate correctly with the right balance of fats, it'll just stop. It just does. It might take a little, it might take a few weeks, but it does diminish immediately. Yeah.
Hi, Kim. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I think
fruit.
I agree.
I'm
But a
not
lot
giving
of
up fruit.
times
I eat blueberries.
I love blueberries. What I don't love are berries that have little seeds in them,
Yeah,
which
they get stuck in your teeth. So, and bananas are a berry. I eat bananas, but I buy them a little bit green,
did you know that
more
bananas are
resistant to
supposed to have a big
roaches.
seed in them
Yeah, they don't now. Yeah, 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 it's been bred out of them for marketability. Yeah,
for us anyway? I wonder if there's
yeah.
somewhere that you can still get regular bananas. Bring back seeded grapes, regular bananas. Look, maybe I won't be able to pop the grapes in my mouth like they're a bag full of jelly beans, but
But that's
you can
good.
squish them. You can still you do things with them when they're
It
real
slows you
grapes with
down. It
seeds.
forces you to chew and get the digestive juices started. It's better to eat them that way. Yeah.
Yeah, then you eat less of them. You're not just throwing handfuls of, these are
Yes.
like fruit snacks. Yeah.
Have you seen those cotton candy grapes, they call them? I refuse
No.
to even buy that. It just sounds like a terrible flavor.
Yeah, it sounds like how would they do that?
But, just to give you an example, like, I can see my face. I know there's been a change even since we started doing this show together. And so this change, my face slimming down, that's because of the way I'm eating. Not only am I not going hard in the gym, I finished that marathon, so I'm not getting 8 or 10,000 steps a day. And yet, it's dropping off.
Hmm.
And it's not hard. It's just like in your mind you think it is when you start out. And it's like, "Oh, what if I want this or what if I want that?" And then, okay, so one day on the weekend, maybe I'll have some mashed potatoes. But the rest of the week, stick with it. And it hasn't taken very long. Like I went to put on a pair of pants from one of my tracksuits that I know when I bought them, they were snug. It was about a week ago, and I was like, the waistband's comfortable. What's happening? I didn't work that hard for it. It's just the way I eat.
I notice gains without having to work too hard, just doing something, just going in that direction, and I see, oh,
Mhm.
I can go a little longer, or I can push a little harder, I do a few more reps, and not without actually having to get into some kind of like exhaustion. But again, I don't know what the guy's name is again, but he was talking about how a lot of things that we think are healthy, and I agree, are maybe doing things we don't realize, like saying eating like a bowl of granola would spike your blood sugar. And with some, you might think that, and I know what he's saying, like if you eat, a lot of bread or something, like you're going to have high gluten in your system. And there's different things like that he mentioned. I wish I could find that video. I'll find it for next week.
I see. I used to think that gluten was part of the problem because I am an autoimmune patient, but I've discovered that it's not. So that was a phase of exploration. I wasn't sure. And I could have been gluten intolerant. That's legit. It does happen outside of celiac disease. But there is a huge portion of people who think that they are,
I
that
think I
they are
meant
discovering
glucose,
like
by
I
the way.
did.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
What?
go ahead. I think I meant glucose. It's going to make your blood
Well, that's
sugar spike.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of it. But
But yeah.
a huge portion of us discovered that it's actually the glyphosate,
Hmm.
which we've talked about quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So seed
But that's
oil's
not going to
gone.
spike your blood sugar. That's just
No, no,
other
but it can
issues.
mess up your digestion, which then can contribute to that and everything
Yeah. Hmm.
else. So seed oil's gone, glyphosate gone, uh, fat intake up, protein intake up, um, carbohydrates down, sugar almost completely gone. That all of that together is what made the difference. So wheat is actually not a problem for me. It's what they put on the wheat.
Mm.
So I buy einkorn flour. That's what they call a heritage, you know. So they haven't messed with it.
Heirloom.
Um, if I buy regular wheat flour, it's King Arthur because I know they don't use glyphosate as a desiccant, even if the soil has been treated, so it's a minimal amount, you know.
Or less, yeah.
Um, soak your fruits and vegetables in water with vinegar. You know, get that crop off the outside of it. Um, I don't like to peel potatoes, so I soak them and I scrub them really good. That kind of thing. There's ways to mitigate. Yeah.
Rose
Much
says,
cayenne can make your butt burn.
too much cayenne can make your butt burn. Yeah, I can imagine. That's why he was saying like you couldn't eat enough hot peppers to get the amount of capsaicin that they found you would need. So that's how they're
Yeah,
concentrating it and everything.
legit, yeah.
So I'm gonna
And
I'm
yet
gonna look
yeah,
more
like,
into that.
folic acid is a whole other problem, yeah, you heard my head explode over that when,
Yeah.
Newsom decided to cram folic acid into all of our masa and tortillas, and it's in most bread. I
Mhm.
don't for the most part, I don't eat commercial bread anymore either. I have the MTHFR gene mutation, so feeding me folic acid, which is synthetic, is a bad idea. So that was another major change.
You make your own bread with honey or agave. Nice. Bread with
Agave, no.
not an agave fan.
Agave has a much more profound effect. It has a higher glycemic index than what they will tell you, and there are other problems with it. It can easily upset your stomach. It's yeah. I do not promote the use of agave.
Kim says
Local
I
honey,
got them and I didn't care for them. Kim, what were you talking about there? Seeded bananas, maybe? Yeah, honey for
mm.
sure. But then, what would you add to what else could you say? Honey and maybe like dates. Are dates the
Dates.
sugar
I,
from
I
dates
I
okay?
buy date syrup and date sugar, both of which contain a certain amount of fiber, and I use it extremely minimally, and I don't use it all the time.
What's brown
Um,
sugar?
I wouldn't do that.
What
No,
is it? Do you know?
no. Brown sugar is a whole other thing because it's you've got molasses production and there's a whole
Oh, that's
spectrum
where
over
brown
there, but it's
sugar
still
comes from. That
refined.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
I don't
Yeah,
do that.
syrups and
But date sugar.
molasses,
And
dates.
you can go someplace like, Home Goods, which is attached to TJ Maxx, and look for a little date syrup and date sugar cheaper there. That's the tip of the day. Go to your discount stores, you guys. You don't have to go to Whole Foods because 'cause you're gonna pay
Right.
3 times as much there.
Oh, the
I'm
grapes.
Whole Foods is no. So,
You did
Sprouts, they're
seeded
good.
grapes, Kim? Yeah, seeded grapes take a lot. That's why I said you could still squish them into grape juice and stuff, but maybe get the seeds out somehow.
Now,
Uh,
some people don't seem to feel like they get along with allulose. TMR, the mental reboot on X, he was the one
hmm
who turned me onto this. So, yes, for some people at a certain level, if you use a lot, it can upset your stomach. But I've had no problems with it in minimal usage, and it tastes almost exactly like refined sugar.
What was it
And
called?
it allulose, and
Hmm.
it doesn't have a glycemic index problem.
What's
It's
that
very,
from?
very, very low.
What's it come from?
You know what? I'm not even sure. I
Hmm.
just decided to experiment. I
I,
can't remember because like I
I wonder
looked
if
it
you
up
could get
before.
sugar from just about any fruit.
You can.
Like drying it. Drying the juice out somehow and getting a sugar
Yeah.
from it. Hmm.
And you know what? If you actually have the fruit there, then you've got some of the fiber. Just like with date
hmm
sugar, it's ground dates. That's
Yeah.
that's my go-to. That's the best choice. Ground dates. If I'm gonna bake and I want to sweeten it, date sugar.
Well,
You
I
know.
talked about dates. We had we had an episode on dating on people in the boxes, and I said, oh no, no. Then the next week after that, we had a like current events episode, and I did one story that said I had my first date, and they're like, we just talked about dates. Who would be talking about this? And I got them all on that one. I had
I
a
remember that.
clean sweep. It was good. My first date,
Oh,
but I
Crohn's is
they
hard
were
to
sticky.
manage. I always have problems with bread. Yeah. Flour-based and started making my
Poison, yeah.
own with organic bread. Yeah. Einkorn. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah,
Because einkorn is, like I said, it's not GMO, and they don't dump glyphosate on it. It's a whole different ballgame. It's like having bread in Italy or Germany. It's a whole different thing. Yeah,
I agree. I feel like what this guy's talking about is mostly combating the food industry, rather than
yeah,
saying, "Hey," like his whole point is like, "Hey, you don't have to just go on some crash diet or some, you know, eat nothing but cardboard or whatever. Like you can. There's another way to get around it, and also lessen those cravings." And
yeah.
still be able to eat the garbage. He's like, here, you can still eat the garbage if you take the supplement. Although he's not saying it that way, but
Well,
more or less, it sounds like a shortcut. You know?
he makes it sound that way, and then that's a hook, and I get it. I get why he's doing it, but I just ethically, I don't like it because people will selectively edit what they hear. And they'll order the supplement and go, "I'm gonna eat donuts anyway." And I beg of
Right.
you, don't do it. Don't
But
do
if
it that way,
if
you
it
guys.
works, if it works, then you won't want to eat as many donuts. It's not an appetite suppressor,
Not
but
necessarily,
it's
because
supposed to
see,
suppress the addictive portions of our food. Anyway.
but we're dealing with people who've programmed themselves psychologically with habits. And
Hmm.
so some people will just eat because they think they need to eat because they should, like it's like the whole thing of breakfast. No, you don't have to eat breakfast. I drink my bulletproof coffee. Today I was eating when I went
This
live
is
because
my breakfast.
I know I'm gonna be here for a couple hours, but normally I will drink my coffee. I don't eat until at least noon, sometimes as late as
Hey,
4,
Mikey.
because I don't need to. I'm not hungry. 1 to 2 meals a day. I'm not depriving myself. I just don't need it. So we program ourselves, I have to eat 3 meals a day. You
Hmm.
don't have to,
I haven't done
but
that
people
for
will
what for a
continue
while.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll continue with that. And, "Oh, there's donuts at work." My mom did this to herself. She admits to it now. They put the box there, it was a temptation. I'm like, "But you didn't have to pick it up." She put on a lot of weight, and she's a few inches shorter than me. It caused her some problems with her back,
I think some of
She's
it is
got it
like
under
free
control
food.
now.
If it's free, I
Yeah,
better take it because that's
but
that's
she's
cheaper
retired
than,
now.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Save me some money.
So,
Well, not really.
some people will just, okay, here's what I hear in the lupus community, and this is like it's so sad to me. And and I say this being the person who is now down to my heart med, my beta blocker to control my arrhythmia. One very low dose, 10 milligram. I'm very open about this. Carvedilol ER. It's a extended release alpha beta blocker that keeps my heart in check so that I don't go into the LVH again. And I'm still at only 100 milligrams of hydroxychloroquine at night. 100 milligrams is exceedingly low. It's just enough to keep my immune system from going crazy.
Hmm.
So I'm down to these two meds at the lowest dose possible, you guys. Everyone else in that community, it's handfuls of meds, 2, 3 times a day, and increasing. And, liver problems and kidney failure, kidney transplants, chemotherapy on and off for the rest of their lives. Now, I'm not knocking anybody who has to go that route. If you're gonna die, then do what you need to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Make
at the
that
same
decision
time,
for yourself.
why
Yeah.
are they going that way and I'm not? It's because I locked into I want quality of life, not I want to survive and drag myself through. I
Hmm.
want quality of life. I prioritized activity, nutrition, sleep, okay? And minimalizing the meds. So, being that I've done that, maybe I'm onto something. You know what I'm saying?
You're not the
So,
only one. I
people
mean,
don't
there's
wanna do
there's
that.
there's more and more of these stories like mounting of people doing these kind of things where they take their health into their own hands. Um,
Yeah.
and there's probably a lot of gimmicky things that maybe have some validity but not long term. Like we notice a
Yeah.
lot of the fad diets where like you might be able to try it, do it for a while, but then really not be able to stick to it because you're not being satiated, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Um,
And
that's
that's
really
the that's the
the
bottom
biggest
line of it is they feel like, and I've heard these exact words, "Food is all I have left." So,
Right.
in other words, I don't enjoy anything in my life, so I want to just nom nom nom,
Stuff, yeah.
you know? Well, it's not in there, you guys. That's not where it is. Put it down and prioritize activity, nutrition, and rest. So, this thing of, "Ooh, I feel good. Ooh, I feel good. I wanna eat some more. Oh, I feel good." Okay, but what about the rest of your day? That is the difference.
Mhm.
That's where I departed from the rest of the autoimmune community. Food is not all I have left. Sugar is not all I have left.
You're not
There's
getting anything done
something
if
else
you're
that I
eating all
want.
day, you know?
Yeah. What? Because that's why they're not prioritizing those things is because easy and I don't like this dopamine hit thing, but, easy pleasure. "Ooh,
Mhm.
chocolate, yum. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good."
It's
Wouldn't you rather
fast,
feel
yeah.
good the other 20 hours or so?
Well, plus there's a downside. Like it's kind of like drinking too much alcohol. Maybe
Yes.
not as extreme, but you feel bloated and you feel like, oh, I can't go, I can't move anywhere. Oh, I pass.
Yeah.
You pass out. You know, like I don't eat usually until the evening, and I go and eat, and and I'll sit down and and then boom, that'll be it because once you eat, you get
Yep.
tired and your body's like everything else shuts down because it's got a lot of work to do inside there to like
Well,
shovel that
especially
stuff
if you
through.
dumped a bunch of carbs in your
That
system, I'm
it
just
for sure.
saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
I don't feel like that anymore. I
no,
don't feel like that after meals anymore. I used to crash and burn and need a nap. I don't because I'm eating the right balance of fats and protein. I don't feel like that anymore unless I eat a little bit too much, potatoes or something, which I did a couple days ago. I felt it. So
hmm
that's what makes me tired,
I
not the
threw away a
protein.
third of my bowl of soup because I was so full. I ate too much. I had a bowl
Yeah.
of broccoli and cheese soup with broccoli from the garden that I put in there, and I also took a little chicken that I had left over and cut it up, put it in there, and I also had a sandwich with it, which was probably the thing that was
Yeah.
too much. It was too much. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so
it's
I
like
mean, my main message is just let's get you feeling better, you guys. Let's get you that quality of life. You know what I mean?
all
Like,
day long, not just that.
yeah.
Oh, I can now I can
th-
indulge or whatever. But then you
Look,
feel good all day if you're actually doing things,
this is
getting stuff
not
done.
this is not where it lives. So do you want temporary pleasure that lives here or do you want it here?
What's the
Like all day.
RSV vaccine?
Uh Respiratory
RSV. Isn't that
syncytial
for
virus and
kids?
it is a nasty virus.
I
My
thought that
friend
was a
Lisa
kids
had
thing.
it
Hmm.
just recently. No,
Diane
you can
said doctor's
Lisa's a
office. Go ahead.
Lisa's
Sorry.
an adult, she had it, and it is terrible for adults, it's a bad one.
It says her doctor's office and the pharmacy keep messaging you to get it. Yeah, if there wasn't
I
so
haven't
much
had that
money
vaccine.
behind it, like it just boggles my mind. Like if there were people that really just wanted to help, they wouldn't be putting this uh, quote life saving stuff behind such a shady like facade of oh
Yeah.
we're here we're with the government, we're here to help, it's like they basically are like vaccine producers are basically the government. They cannot be held to account, they
Ugh.
can't be sued, and I'm not saying they're all bad, I'm just saying like because of those things they can't be trusted, like you just can't be
Is this
trusted.
just me, but measles, mumps, rubella, tetanus, diphtheria, pertussis, polio, smallpox, okay, what's the other one? Like, I can name what I've had.
We had a TB
You know
shot. We did TB in the
I never had that.
military, where
They
where
used to
it bubbles
test.
up. It puts a bubble on your skin, and
Yeah,
then
that's a did they actually vaccinate you? Yeah, I only had the test.
tuberculosis. Yeah.
Okay. They used to do the test by pricking here,
Okay.
and they'd
Maybe
watch
it
for a
wasn't a
reaction.
vaccine. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know, but
It's a
I just remember
test.
there was a TB shot. That's all
Yeah.
there. Like
But that's all of them. You can't look, if you're under 30, you can't name without a paper. You cannot name the vaccines you've had unless your parents said no. You all under 30, you can't sit here and tell me. I can tell you all the vaccines I've had. I've
right.
never done a
There's
flu
too
shot.
many.
I definitely didn't do COVID, okay? And I've had it 3 times, so I'm not one of those people that you can say, "Well, if you ever had it, you'd feel different." No, I've had shingles. You know what I do when I have a little flare of shingles? Lysine. I'm not doing that vaccine. I've seen what it does to people. So, I made the decision that I'm no longer doing, and I even have had people look at me sideways for this. I'm no longer doing the tetanus because they don't give you just tetanus now. They give you the tetanus, diphtheria,
They're putting a
pertussis. I
bunch of
don't
stuff
need
in
all of
there.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My animals, I feel the same way with my animals, like because it's the same game on the vet side. You have to if you want them to be seen, they have to have this and this and this shot.
Yep.
What? So you're sort of like there's all this forcing
I took
of
my healthy
different
cats off
things.
the care plan. I'm not. Yeah. They're all indoors. They don't need it, you know?
So
If they have to go
excuse
to
me.
a cattery, catteries and kennels, they require the vaccines to be up to date. I've already alerted my vet. I know about Novavax. I know that it's mRNA. And I said, "Is your company, is this corporation switching to Novavax?" She didn't know about it. She researched. "No, we're not doing that." I said, "Okay, let me make this clear. I am not doing mRNA vaccines for my pets any more than for myself. I don't want that in my home in any way. So if the company decides they're going to switch to that, you need to alert me ahead of time so that I can get him in and get him up to date because Shadow has to go to a cattery if I'm away because he has to have his meds."
A
So
cattery?
I said,
Is
"I'll
that a
I'll
real
update him."
thing?
What?
A cattery?
Yes, that's what you call a kennel for cats. Yeah.
It's not just still called a kennel?
I mean, you can call it that, but it's generally a cattery because they are specific
A
to cats.
cattery. I've never heard
Yeah.
that before. It sounds
Yeah,
made
it is.
up. A Tala
Shut up.
term. That's a
Shut up.
Tala term. All right.
Shut up.
A
Here.
cattery. Ah, cattery.
Fight, fight, fight.
It sounds better than a kennel. It sounds fancier. It's like, oh,
I know, you're just jealous because you can't say doggery.
doggery. Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all. But what also isn't good? I looked up to see if X had anything about the tornadoes because there were a couple tornadoes at least in my area. I don't know where else there might have been. Uh,
Yeah, a few days ago, there was actually 4 deaths in Oklahoma.
oh wow, I didn't see
Yeah.
that. A
There was a
Sig
sad one that
two.
was, northwestern part of the state near where my mom and where she grew up and my grandmother. It was a mother and 13-year-old daughter that were killed, I think, in their car. Yeah.
What is this? This doesn't seem related, but it says mass
Chemical.
casualty chemical exposure response to at Byron Nuclear Generating Station in Ogle County, Illinois. This was from 20 hours ago.
You'd think we
Um,
would have heard about that by now.
Riot area police, firefighters, and paramedics from Ogle County responded about 4:41 p.m. Tuesday, March 10th. Um, wow, this is ongoing right now. Probably maybe because of the tornado. I wonder. Let's see if I
About to
can.
find out.
Cardinal News. I don't know anything about Cardinal News, but here's the story. Let's see. Report to a report of a person with chemical exposure. What?
I know, like I asked ChatGPT, was there a chemical explosion at a nuclear facility? And it says, no, there's not been a nuclear explosion at a nuclear facility. I give up.
I heard ChatGPT just lies now. Some people are saying that, and I'm like, I don't know. I've never tried it. Emergency update from Peoria, Illinois, where the Storm Prediction Center has just issued the first tornado-driven moderate risk of 2026 from central Illinois into northwest Indiana. Like that literally went right past my head, like right past my house, and didn't even. I don't know. I slept right through it, I guess.
Technicalities here. Incident occurred at Byron Nuclear Generating Station in northern Illinois. A small amount of non-radioactive, okay, chemical
Chemical.
leaked
Yeah.
from a holding tank. Leaked. So it's not, it doesn't sound like an explosion. It leaked
Mm,
in the turbine building during maintenance. 8 workers were taken to hospitals as a precaution with injuries described as minor. Public not in danger. Explosion rumors. Social media social media posts are calling it a chemical explosion. So it wasn't an explosion, that's why.
I think it said exposure, chemical exposure.
Oh, okay. That
Um,
could be it.
so there was a
But you get
lot of hype.
like, normally ChatGPT will sort that out and say, "No, here's what happened," but I had to ask a second question.
Crazy. It's like you had to narrow it down some more. All these people out here trying to be storm chasers. This guy looks like he's from the Redneck Rodeo. He's
I think
about
I
to
might follow
lasso
him.
this.
What's his name? I follow a bunch of them.
Reed. Oh,
Oh,
he's a
yeah,
he's a,
Reed.
he's a
Yeah, Reed
doctor.
Timmer.
Wow, didn't look like a
He's
doctor. He
very
looked like he literally
excitable.
looked like he just came from the trailer park. Is what I was thinking. But that's, I mean, hey, I lived in a trailer
He's
park,
very
so
excitable too. I follow a bunch of them because I'm actually, what have I have it over here.
let's see what he says.
Storm
Uh,
Chasers Live or Live Storm Chasers. He sent me a bunch of merchandise and then he had me take some photos. So I'm one of his ad people, for his website wearing the merchandise. So I started following more of them because I've been following him for quite a while.
if this
But
is a
yeah,
real
Reed is,
video, look at that in the background. You can see the tornado. I don't know if it's real, but
he gets close. Yeah. I think he's the one that posted, there was one of them that their vehicle got beat up with a bunch of hail. He said,
yeah,
"I
you
might
can
have to
see the
call
hail
it."
hitting the water.
Yeah, I think it was him. He's all, "I may have to call it because, like, if he takes another hit, he could really have some serious problems."
This video says footage from Dan Make Maka. Maka. It's from a
Huh.
different poster. Sergio Almazan. See what he has to
Incredible
say though.
wind shear along that warm frontal zone. Any intense supercells that are able to interact with that zone will be capable of all hazards, including EF2 and greater tornadoes out there. Intense supercells will also be capable of very large hail. There's a lot of cold air above the ground, above these upper 60s dew points. Temperatures are already in the 80s, well to the south of the warm
Yeah,
frontal
it was
zone.
over
And
80.
this includes those populated areas from Peoria up to Gary, Indiana, and the south side of Chicago, all areas in between as well. Looks like multiple rounds of intense supercell storms, with those storms becoming even more widespread near 6 to 8 p.m. along that warm frontal zone. And
Man, like with all the with all the hype yesterday, you would have thought, that Oz was coming to us. Like, um, everybody was just like, I got to get out here, get outside in the wind, got to have my shirt blowing or my hair blowing or something blowing, and then I tell everybody about the storm. And it's funny because looking at the maps, like I swear it went right by my house. Here's some damage. I don't know if anyone has died. Tornado kills 3. Wow, this was Michigan.
Yeah.
This was
Oh, those are new,
Michigan from
okay.
March 6th. Oh
Reed is
wow.
the one who's very well known for, like,
Hold on, let me
yelling in
mute
most
that.
of his videos. When I say he's excitable, I'm not
Sure.
s overstating it, like, he yells and he doesn't even know he's yelling.
This is I'm surprised there aren't like a million videos of tornadoes today, but at least
Yeah.
we found a couple.
Well, probably most people are hiding out from it, but
I
some of
get
these
that,
guys get
but
pretty
today
close.
with the
Yeah,
people that just I'm gonna get the shot, you would think there'd be, but that one's
for the
crazy. That one,
gram.
yeah, for the gram. It lifted up and then it touched back down. Well, look at the debris just. Oh wow.
Oof. Lila Rose, that's scary. We thought
To jump
to
into the
jump into the
ditch.
ditch, but we
Oh
couldn't open
wow.
our door. Yeah, you never wanna like, you're at more risk outside your vehicle, that's the problem.
Yeah.
And it's apparently really a myth that you should be in an underpass. I can't say that I wouldn't do it though because you wanna escape things like hail, but they say
Yeah.
that it actually compresses and increases the wind speed under an underpass.
Oh, you go under it and suddenly you get shot out the other side because it's like a
Yeah,
like a bolt, like a chamber or something.
but I mean, the thing is you're trying to not only escape hail, but also flying debris. I mean, I'd rather have concrete on at least a couple of sides, you know?
The hail or flying debris, yeah, like because you go lay down in a ditch, great. You're not getting sucked up, but then you're still getting pelted.
Oh, you still could. And that's like, let's look at the really large ones like the Moore Monster. That was very emotional for me because my family's from Oklahoma and that one was so incredibly destructive, and it moved so slow, and it went through, down and back up hills and stuff. It ground up everything in its path in a huge swath. So you're not necessarily safe in a ditch either.
I guess there's really not anywhere safe other than run the F away.
Brady hole, cellar.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you have a structure, I guess, but
Yeah.
if you're caught out in it, then
Reed's friend that was killed, McClara, would that be the car that took a direct hit? There was two guys that died in that, I think. That was several years ago. That was very emotional too. It could be another one though. Yeah, there was a car that it took a direct hit, even though it's armored up. It was just,
do you think
yeah.
this video's real?
Yeah, that's the one. Okay.
It looks
Looks
kind of
like it.
fake. Like, where are they getting all this
Okay,
footage
that's
from?
AI.
You can hear the
Yeah, that's
AI
AI.
audio,
Yeah, no, that's AI.
all that hail. Like, nah, that's
Perfect.
fake. Look at the roof. The roof is like glitching out.
That's not even enhanced. That's just AI.
Yeah.
Oh, these people suck. They give legit creators like me a bad name.
Oh, I meant to keep going. So here's some talking heads. What do they got to say? Residents in part of Texas, Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, and Iowa. I didn't really look at all this yesterday. I just thought, yeah,
Hmm.
tornadoes in Illinois, it's pretty normal, but it was a
I
much
mean,
bigger
storm
storm
chasing is it's the equivalent of an extreme sport. There's risks,
for sure.
and I get it. Like, I'm fascinated myself. My whole life, I've been the one running out the door when everybody else is running in. Ooh, lightning! I want to go see it,
Mm.
but you get a close incident, and it changes your perspective forever. So we had a storm that was right directly overhead, and it was so bad that there was a crash of thunder that set off the alarm in my car in the driveway, and it left us scrambling for the fob to turn it off. And so, like, Jim, he goes out front and he's looking because there was an SCE employee. There was a truck that was over the wall in a nearby intersection, and he's working on stuff. The guy was outside, and we see this really bright flash. He sees a bolt, and we hear the crash like right at the same time. And the guy disappears, and he's all, "Oh shit!" He goes, "I don't see him. He's gone. Oh my god!" I'm all, "Did he get hit?" So he's on 911 calling to, get services to
Hmm.
check on him. And the guy finally pops out, jumps in the truck, and drives away. I guess he was hiding. He probably dove for cover.
Right.
Probably scared the hell out of him. So, when it gets that close, and I've had it happen, it's like, okay, the lightning was at the same time as the sound. That's too close. I think I'll go in now. But it doesn't stop me from wanting to go out and watch it. It just depends how bad is the storm.
Because you want to think, I mean, since we've seen it so many times on a screen, I think some part of your brain is desensitized to the danger, and so you're thinking, oh, I want to see it like I see it, on a TV. And same thing goes with a lot of violence, any violence or danger.
Yeah.
It's like we've seen it. Um, I don't know. This is way off topic, but I remember a time when I used to jump on a trampoline. We had a trampoline as a kid. We got it in the wintertime, so it was the weirdest time of the time to be jumping on a trampoline, but we did. And I used to do backflips. I could do backflip after backflip after backflip on this trampoline. I could just keep it going. I thought it was so cool. Oh, look at me. And then one time, not on the trampoline, I was at a family gathering, and for some reason my brain said, "Well, yeah, you could do a backflip just on the ground, like just on the ground." And no, no, I
Oops.
can't do a backflip just on the ground. I landed on my back. I could have landed. I could have broke my neck. I could have killed myself just
Oh,
by trying to jump in a
yeah.
circle. But yeah, I knocked the wind out of my chest and everything. But that's just one example where it's like you can desensitize yourself to stuff.
Programming a pattern.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
program that. Hey, that's no problem. You can do that. No
See, I think I
problem.
told
Yeah.
you. My dad, he said, when I learned to shoot on a 22 rifle, he still has it. I hope that the eventuality is that I'll inherit that one. It's
Mm,
special to me. But he said, you
nice.
cannot learn handguns until you stop playing with toy guns. Because I'm a tomboy, I played with toy guns. I had a cap gun, one of those
Right.
ones that had the little paper
Bang.
strips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had one of those. So I made the conscious
Smell.
decision to put away the toy guns permanently because I wanted to learn handguns. So then I was allowed to. Pretty close to that. I was still 12, I think. So we start young in my family, you know, with supervision.
Nothing wrong with it.
But it's
It's the
because he
more
knew
learning, the better. The more
if you
knowledge,
play
the
with a
better.
toy gun, then you could have a momentary lapse, especially an undeveloped brain, which until about 25, your brain is not fully developed.
Right.
He knew that, you could have a momentary lapse and then somebody could die. You don't want that.
Bang.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's like, bang. Oh, whoops.
Right, because make
Moral.
believe, and that goes with, like if you think about guys who train in combat, like or even me going to Taekwondo class, like, um, you can train yourself to think you could do it in the real
Yeah.
situation, but you really don't know until it happens. In which case, it's a different scenario. Just like training in the military and then actually being in war, like the night and day difference. And but you can trick yourself into thinking that oh, it's no big deal, it's just like I did before or whatever. Same thing with that. Interesting. So I guess there was a lot more tornadoes than I thought. It's crazy, but
Yeah.
tell you what, we're 3 minutes till, so I'm gonna pull up the wheel, guys. If you want to get on the wheel one more time on the Rumble, only Rumblers, comment one more time, and I'll put you back up, put you on the wheel one more time. We got 15 Rumblers in the house. Let's go. Yeah, it's probably still rainy and nasty outside, so I probably won't be doing much. I got to go to the store, take my son to the store today. That's about it. What else you got
I
going on?
almost hate to tell you what the temperature is here.
Probably warmer than it is here. That's okay.
1 p.m. It is 80 degrees. Our high today will be 84.
I almost had to turn my air conditioning on yesterday. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, this is the downside of it because on Tuesday it could be 95 degrees. It's only March, so this does not bode well. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it's going to be a warm summer.
Yeah, that worries me because I haven't paid down the utilities in a while. I'm struggling. And I'm going to have to set up some fans for the kitties in the kennels because they get overheated out there.
Need to maybe like create a system where the cats can there's like jungle gym equipment, right? But it uses their kinetic energy to actually spin fans in the room as they're jumping around on things, and then it's like say anyway. I actually thought about that for real for like dogs, right? Or kids, okay? And I'm not kidding here. Our playground equipment should be taking some of that kinetic energy, because
Right?
what is the literal the literal purpose for us to take our kids to the playground usually is to run some
Get the
energy out
energy
of them.
out.
Yes. And it's like we're just burning it off into the atmosphere for like it's just going to nobody. What
We
is
keep
going on
saying if we
here?
could bottle that, well,
That's what I'm saying. But now there's a lot of like people would be afraid of like that type of stuff being like forced or like slave labor, right? But there's a
child
lot of,
labor.
yeah, but like I feel like there's a lot of things you could do. Like kids would have fun playing with like equipment that's pumping water, and they can watch it, shoot through a big tube or whatever. And then what is it doing? It's saving water in like a tank up high, and then it can be used for hydroelectricity or whatever. And like these kids could be having a ball, just like anyway, I could see it happening. Think about the
So, like,
teeter totter, Tala, the teeter
I know,
totter.
right?
It's just a
Well,
it's a
I think
lever.
somebody even developed something that, like, in some Asian countries, I think where people walking on the sidewalk actually does generate. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's a
Like
prison which
here,
we talked about. Were you on the show yet when we talked about the prison that had like a bunch of like street lights hooked up to their bicycles, the like electric,
Maybe.
or they could produce electricity inside the prison and actually reduce their sentence. And
Yeah.
while they're doing that, it's going to the local area and charging their street lights and stuff. It's kind of a cool
See,
idea.
wherever they are, it's cold. See, the low temperature here at night is going to be 54 on Sunday, and they're still getting close to freezing. It's going to be weird.
It sounds weird. All right,
Yeah, I'm gonna
let's
have
do
to set
this.
up we've got in-room ACs, and the cats have it figured out. Literally, I've had them step on the buttons and turn it on when it was hot, and I wasn't wanting to turn it on yet. Like, they understand that the buttons do something that makes it more comfortable.
They're like, push. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's smart. They figure it out. Cats can open doors and stuff too. I mean, they're
Yeah.
not.
We'll hear it over there. Beep, beep. They might be playing, but I'm just saying they do it when it's hot.
They know. Although it seems like animals seem to want to lot like lay in the sun and just soak up the sun.
Well,
It's
yeah,
too
cats
hot. What are you
actually need a
doing?
higher temperature. Yeah, yeah.
Careful because I
But if it
trimmed
gets
my
too
blueberry
hot,
bush and killed them. Oh no, Diane. Rose, you said it's just going to get colder this week. I need to trim trees and move a lilac, but I can't until it's 40.
yeah, you got to be
Yeah,
careful with blueberries.
blueberries are
If they
crazy. You need two. You need at least
they
two
need
blueberry
like
bushes.
previous year's growth with
Yeah,
stuff like that. It looks like it dies back, but it's not. It's dormant. Yeah.
but I know you
But
need
like
a male
tomato
and a
plants, I'm gonna
female.
trim those.
You need
Yeah.
two different blueberry tree or bushes.
Yeah, I have that.
That's why I need to wait. Yeah.
I've got 2 varieties. I did my research.
I have a tomato plant actually growing finally. This isn't it, but this is bull's blood beets. I'm hoping that these will sprout. And I also did a whole tray of bull's blood beets. So microgreens. I'm gonna try and keep doing it, even though I'm not selling them yet. I think I should just keep making them and keep myself in that mode, used to it.
I'm working with whatever survived and any seeds that I already have because I do not have any money to buy plants this year. It's bad.
Oh, I got extra seeds. I could send you some. Kim
I've got
Marston, are
seeds.
you here?
It's just easier with, seedlings that are already started, but I've got a lot of seeds. Part of it too is like anything I plant, I gotta water it, and I don't want to run
Right.
the water bill up.
It's true. Gotta water it.
Not a lot in my rain barrel.
You're in a drier climate area,
Yeah. And
fortunately.
if it's going to get super hot, then this is not the year to try to garden. It's going to
Start
be
digging a
bad.
hole. Start digging deep. Dig real deep. Find find the moisture down there. It's in there somewhere.
That's the thing, the weed killer that the
Oh
previous,
yeah.
yeah. So it's all in containers.
Mhm.
But I have shade
Unfortunate.
cloth, and I'm going to be putting a bunch of more shade cloth up because that's the
You
only
could
thing to
start
do.
growing things like hemp that would absorb some of the chemicals back out of the ground.
Yeah, possibly.
It would
Yeah.
be tough. It'd be a long term thing, but
Yeah.
anyway. Kim Marston, are you here? I don't think she's here. Okay. I want to increase the volume of the after spin because it reads off their names. If you set it that way. So tomorrow we're going to talk about speech. Tala, speech. One of these days, Tala, one of these days. We'll get her on one of these days. Don't be afraid. You're gonna love it, and that's what I think you're gonna be afraid of. You're like, I'm gonna love this group of people, and I'm just gonna want to be involved then, and I don't want to. But hey,
Sure, because I do nothing else the rest of the week.
no. But I just feel like you're gonna like our group more than some other, group that you already hang out with, and you're gonna have to choose, and you're gonna be like, hey,
It's actually pretty minimal. I've reduced quite a bit. Like the
I
3
pop in when
spaces
I
that I
see
was
you go live over there, or whenever I see
once in a
you.
while. The 3
Yeah.
spaces that I was co-hosting, those are all gone. So my whole schedule has changed, but
Who
also
was that guy
my
you were with?
physical therapy is on Thursdays, so yeah.
Is that the one? No.
Colon S.
What's the guy's name that I popped in the other day? The one that was hosting. Anyway,
Um,
you were
Once
co-hosting
in a
on
while
that.
I co-host with Dr. Heath, but that's just random.
No, this was some other
Oh,
random.
Dane?
Maybe
Dane.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cullen, are
Yeah,
you
he's
still here? Dane,
huh?
I forgot his screen name. Was it Dane?
It's Dane. I don't know
Anyway,
why I've forgotten.
it doesn't matter. Cullen.
DeForest.
Oh, that sounds more like it.
Yeah, Dane DeForest. Yeah,
Why
he's a
am I
good guy.
hearing myself in an echo? Do you hear me in an echo? Let me see. Maybe I turn
Mm-mm.
myself down a little bit. Maybe turn this down. It's probably just your speaker. All right, we're just trying to find a winner so we can get out of here.
Oof, it's gonna be a
Before,
second cup of coffee today.
yeah, it seems like that kind of day. I got to figure out what I'm gonna feed my son tonight. I can't just go get some meat like I would like to
Steak.
do. He does not like steak. He hates
Such a
steak.
shame.
Tell you what though, what he actually might like is the Rumble wallet. I got to tell you guys a little bit about the Rumble wallet here. They said, here's a little inside scoop that many creators are talking about behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. It's actually one of the reasons I'm using Rumble. Oh, they're speaking. They're giving me this as I wrote this. Everybody, yeah. They made a way to super chat creators as we get paid immediately and without any fees. YouTube and Twitch and Twitch take up to 50% fees when you tip creators. This method takes none. That's right. The platform takes zero fees. I keep nearly 100% of what you send me. Oh. You can super chat with Bitcoin, Tether USD, or even Tether Gold stablecoin. The tip will show up directly. Show up directly. I think that must be a. I must have had a typo here, guys. The tip will show up directly the Rumble chat, which I'll do my best to read. All you need to do is download the Rumble wallet on the App Store and send the tips to your favorite creator. Uh, you can too, wallet.rumble.com, or you can download the app directly from the App Store. Seriously, what an amazing way to get rid of the middleman and help the creator economy. Shout out to Rumble for making this disruptive technology. Interesting. It's a little bit different ad than they normally give because they want you to know that it's like separate from the banking system and you can
Yeah,
trade gold even when the gold markets are
coin.
down, which is nice. But this one was a little different. It was more tailored to creators, although there were at least two typos. I can't read the best, but you got to at least type it the right way. Anyway, so that was fun. Let's see if we can find a winner. That was $1.50. I'll take that. Take the $1.50 Rumble. Appreciate it. Tala,
Excuse me.
75 cents. I got you. I got you on 75. But I am actually having a pretty good month on Rumble. Shouts out to my Rumble audience. I know a lot of you don't comment, and I appreciate that you are enjoying my journey into creating something meaningful and something that people come back to daily, weekly, to learn something, to get a little entertainment, to just have that community aspect. And it's working out. I'll probably end up changing my show times again at some point in my life, but 1 o'clock during the day feels like a daytime show. It's a daytime show. Back when I was young, daytime shows weren't that fun. But now we're old and we're like, hey, we could do daytime show. Let's do it.
Big Mike.
Big Mike, are you here? Oh, Kim, you missed it. You missed
Are you
your
hearing
win.
things, Waylon?
Are you hearing things? No, I heard myself in a little echo. I have a lot of ball busters in my audience. They take every chance they can get. It's just Big Mike, are you here? I don't think he's here. They're probably live somewhere already.
That's cute. There's a little thumbtack icon now.
What do you mean?
on like when I hover over a comment. That wasn't there
Oh, I
before.
see. Oh, you can pin it. So
Oh,
you have more options that you can do things now. I can't actually make you moderator, but I guess it's like automatic.
hmm.
So you see the dancing bananas now? They fixed it. They got
Yeah.
the dancing bananas back. Yesterday it was just a code. People would put it in and it was just showing up as code. So they are continually doing stuff daily to fix stuff and make it better.
Okay.
It's already now it already blows StreamYard away, and I was paying $100 a month for StreamYard, and
Wow.
now I pay zero. They pay me. They pay me
Good.
now
That's how it should be.
instead of it might be a couple
I
bucks here
get
or
it.
there on an ad read, but it's still.
Like they're, they want to make money too. I get it. But some of these systems are like extra proud of themselves for what they're offering. Um, so like as a creator, that platform folded. So now I got to be able to create somewhere else.
Hmm.
Well, Venice, as it turns out, is actually stepping up. They're upping their game. And I've tried
Venice.
Venice and I like it.
Have
Yeah.
you heard of Pickaxe?
No.
So I've read a few ads from Pickaxe. It's like affiliated with Rumble. I don't think they're owned by Rumble, but it's basically like Facebook, like a social media, but it's going to be directly integrated with Rumble. Where if I share my videos to it, it actually comes up like it's part of the platform versus an outside link, which is interesting. But also, the algorithm is supposed to be a not an algorithm, a human driven algorithm. It's supposed to be like literally all on the people, which they all want to say that, I'm sure, but it's an interesting difference. But what was the other one you said? Vintage,
Oh, Venice, it's
Venice.
like an AI image generator,
Oh, I see.
image and video. That's because that's part of what I do now.
Sure, sure. So that's not
That
Tim,
quite
was the
social
primary
media, more.
purpose.
Okay,
That
it's
was the
more
primary
AI.
purpose for that platform I was involved with, was to create video content. And so with them shut down, I don't have access to those generators for images, video, music. The editor, which I adored, the editor was great. That's gone. I got to get another editor now.
Mm,
So
yeah, that sucks. I have an
Venice is
editor.
working on one. So yeah.
See, I've been using an editor on Rumble that I can make like little shorts and stuff like that, or like
Yeah.
landscape style.
Well,
Um,
VLC is free and it'll be free forever. The creator insisted on that. But it may have limitations for what I do. I don't know. I haven't tried using VLC for what I do yet. It's very similar though to what
VL,
we had on
like
that.
the video player. Like
Yeah,
I
video.
have.
It's an editor. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just
And
play
I've
videos
used
with
it.
it.
Yeah, I've
I
used
know
it. But
I've always liked it because it has a high number of encoders that it works or that it can read. So
yeah.
it's got like a lot. Timothy, are you here? I don't think he's here.
But I don't have everything all in one
People.
place now, so and I gotta be careful, like, with expenditures, so that's the point. But Venice actually provides a certain amount for free, and I already have access to Grok because I'm a premium user on X.
That's like
So for
40
my
bucks.
$8 a month, which is covered by my
Oh,
subscribers,
right, right.
I have access to it. Yeah.
I use Super Grok. I think I pay 40 bucks a month for it.
Yeah, I'm not going that far.
But it's not. That's not what I'm. I just left it alone when they changed everything, and I basically got shuffled into the whatever tier of blue check that gives me that. I'd have to look at
Yeah.
it again, but I think that's what I might be
I've
eleven
seen no
dollars. I don't know.
benefit. Like, it doesn't like, $40 a month does not get rid of all the ads, it just reduces it, and from what I have been told, like, some people are finding that their visibility increased when they dropped the premium altogether. I was like, "Holy cow."
That's
Yeah.
funny. That should be the total opposite.
$8 a month is fine for me.
Yeah, I have to look at it because I thought that's what happened, but I
Kim,
never
man.
really paid attention. Kim, I added you back on because you came over to the Rumble, and here you go. You get to win. Nice. That's funny. Kim, just comment below. Tell me that you're still here, and we'll put you in. And I think I'm gonna. Let's see.
So, yeah, I figure just, create as much as I can on the free systems, get my content going again, and then see,
Sure.
does my subscriber base cover enough to warrant maybe spending $10 or $20 a month for something. I want to be able to create music and I want access to lyrics, which on that platform we didn't have yet. So Suno is good. I've seen what Suno can do. I could see just using the free tiers for video generation and just moving slowly on it and then create music on Suno and pay for that, you know?
Yeah, Suno. I've heard people that like the free version, but I will tell you what, I noticed a significant difference when I paid for it. And I
You probably can't
really,
do lyrics on the free version too.
you can. It's just the
Really?
difference. What I noticed, the difference at least, was the vocals are way better in the higher tier. Like in the lower tier, you can just hear that sort of, I don't know how to even describe it, that mechanical kind of sound in the voice,
Yeah. Which,
and
of
you
course, they
can't.
want you to pay for it, so they're
Right.
gonna give you a better quality if you pay. Yeah.
I guess it makes sense, and I guess every model everywhere is that way. Even mine. People, if they like, people who are here for free can get a door prize. If they pay $2, they can. It becomes something better. If they pay $5, it's something better. And everybody's doing that, and I guess it makes sense. But at the same time, it
And if
just
you
kind of
wanna skip the
sucks.
commercials, you pay.
Right. It
Yeah.
sucks, but I just don't see it better. Like video games, that's a different story. But they went down this hole of, you have to buy the game now. You can't own the game because it's digital and you have to keep getting updates, so you really can't own the game. But then also there are all these in-game purchases, and so a lot of the games will double up by making those in-game purchases give you advantages that basically you can't win unless you're paying for those things. So they call it pay to win, and it's just a big circle of scams. But to the point of this conversation, I think if you're giving enough value at the basic level, it makes sense. Like for me, like I try to offer things for people just for engaging, just for being here. Like I have you know what? I haven't even been talking about this, and I know you're not probably too worried about it, but we do some things on Facebook called waffles. You know what a waffle is, Tala?
No clue. Well, I mean, I know what a waffle is, but I don't know what yours is.
Not this kind of waffle. So it's not something I do typically. It's not something exactly, the safest thing. Facebook, that's why they changed the word to waffle. It used to start with an R, if you mix
Oh,
that together. And so
it's a Waylon.
everybody gets around it by saying waffle. So I thought I'm going to do one, but I'm going to make it about a few things, and I'm using this opportunity to advertise it before we get out of here. Um, I'm going to call it the shopping spree. So it's going to go. I'm going to go down to one of my sponsors down. It's only a few minutes from me. Drizzle Dab is a sponsor. He's got a whole bunch of fun stuff in his shop, and I'm going to do a. There's going to be 75 spots at $2 a spot, and everybody who's subscribed will get a spot as long as you you got to comment on the post that you want a spot. Get a spot for being a subscriber. You'll get a spot for going to my page that you're watching me on Facebook. Well, you're not actually. Most of you are on Rumble. If you find me on Facebook at Waylon the Indoor Farmer, you can go to reviews at the top of the page. I can go to that real fast right now, but you can go and you can do leave me a review, and I can see who does that, and I will also give you a spot for doing that. Um, Not just subscribers, but for free without subscribing. You can go and you can click recommendable, and it'll give you an option to leave a review. And as you see, I only have 6 people on this, so you can get yourself a spot that way. And additionally, people who have credit built up that I give out all the time. Sorry. Uh,
I'm taking over again.
just switches all. People, you can use their credit too. So people that have Indoor Farmer coupons, they can trade those in for credit on this waffle. So it helps to maybe clean out some of the credit, but also give you guys ways to get spots for free. So it's a win-win. And also, I'm going to let people buy more than 75, because then anything over 75 will go in my pocket. I might make a few dollars. Um, but $75, I mean 75, that makes it $150 shopping spree for anybody that's interested. Again, I don't do
Nice.
that a whole lot because I try to do things on the up and up, but it seems like everyone else gets away with it. Everyone else is doing this stuff and having a good old time. So we're gonna give it a shot, and I'll try to be as safe as possible about it. That's why I like locals because we could do a lot. As I build that community up over there, if we get to the point where there's a lot of people over there, we can do all that stuff inside of locals and not even worry about tiptoeing around the words and using a deer emoji instead of a dollar sign so that I don't get in trouble on Facebook. So like, yeah, it's
You
just
need like a Elmer Fudd waffle.
yeah, like people will just use the waffle
Waffle.
emoji, like oh, emoji time. It's like
You're
what?
old enough to know who Elmer Fudd is.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds great, Kim. Awesome. I know a lot of you guys get in on waffles all over the interwebs. I thought we might, and I try to point out that subscribing to me is basically like a monthly raffle. Basically, you subscribe, you get chances to win, and that's what else are you doing? Like people are going to these other live streams, Tala. I'm watching, go in there, and people are just throwing money at the. I want more chances at this thing or whatever, and I'm like, what am I? I'm
I
doing it
wouldn't even on that,
backwards.
right?
Yeah, I'm doing it backwards. I'm like, for
Piece
one
of that
prize,
action.
give you all these chances instead of making people pay for a bunch. Anyway, I'm rambling now.
Who
Let's
wants
get
a
going.
piece of the action?
It's gonna be fun. I think it's most people do like some kind of big, like a big piece of glass or something fun. But for this one, it's going to be you get to pick. I'm going to go down to the shop live, and you can go on a shopping spree, and I'll just pick a bunch of stuff that you want. That's how it's
Cool.
going to work. It may or may not be stuff that you'd be into, Tala, but I'm sure some of it would be good. He does all the body butter and pain cream, the isolates, the CBD drops, the Perpets,
Nice.
all this stuff. There's something in there for everybody. It's not just bongs, and there's a lot of stuff in the shop.
A lot of what I use now is topical anyway. It's
Yeah,
like I said,
he's
I'm
got
so minimal a dose.
he does lotion and body butter because they do different things. The
Yeah.
lotion doesn't leave as much of like a greasy film, but the body butter actually gets deeper into your joints and stuff. So it is where it's
Yeah.
there's different reasons for it.
It's very
Anyway,
effective to use those. Most people don't realize how good topical products have gotten.
hmm I have some around here somewhere that I was using my shoulder, but I don't have to anymore. All right, let's
That's
get out
mostly
of
what I
here.
used that
What's that?
recent piriformis syndrome flare that I had, that just like about a week, my back was all knotted up. That's mostly what I used was topical. I think I had 2
How'd you do
nights
that?
that I took. Huh?
You
Oh,
had
how
some
did I
help.
trigger it?
No. How'd you get
Stupidest
to?
thing.
How'd you reach it? You had to have some help.
My low back. That's not
Oh,
hard.
okay. All right, fine.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. Right in the middle. Can't use a scrubber, but with some lotion, with pain lotion on it. I could see that. I
If
could see
it's
that.
like that, you get the biofreeze spray, which will spray upside down. Oh man.
Oh, okay. So I can't shut off. So there's a bunch of options here. I can shut off individual things, or I can do all sorts of weird things. So what I could do is I could switch us over to Rumble Premium for an after show, or I could switch it to locals only. It says.
Huh.
I don't know what to do there, but I'm just going to shut it off and I'll start a new one. I'm going to head over to locals for a few minutes, guys, before my son gets home. Tala, you have a good day and a great week. Of course, you're always welcome to pop in over there and say hi to the panel. I think you would get along with our panelists that we've started to. We've got a eclectic group of weirdos in our group of panelists now, so we have a good time. We talked about writing last week. It was a good one. But we'll see you later, guys. Hit the like button on your way out. Go follow Tala. Check her out on Rumble, First Light Warrior on Facebook as well. And we'll see you later tomorrow at 8 o'clock Central Time, p.m. for people in the boxes. We're going to talk about speech and speaking and such. Thanks. You got anything, Tala, you want to throw out
They
there?
moved the button for leaving the live stream.
Yeah, things are like you're
That's
like trying to
funny.
figure out where stuff
Maybe it's
is.
the button that says live. No?
Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not sure how you leave, honestly, from your
I'm
end.
trapped. I'm probably just close the window.
And actually, you know what? Can you stay for a minute? I want to see if you get booted when I end the stream, because it used to be that we
Okay.
couldn't even have a chat once it was over. It's
Yeah,
kind of
like
nice to be able to
green
wrap
room.
up and then be able to say, "Oh yeah, green room." Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Greg used to do
See
that.
how? Yeah, let's see. Let's see if it works. All right, guys.
Let's see
Thanks
what it
again.
does.
Remember, everybody's got to eat. Peace.
Wailing the indoor farm, my green check my name. Wailing the indoor farm,
You should be able to hear me still now, right?
Sustainability,
Yeah.
we about to
Okay.
reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm wailing the
know
farm
what
of the
it
indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't
I don't know
bring.
if
Got
we're
my
backstage
hydro
or not, I
set up,
guess.
my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustained, that's the